Hi there. I hope you guys can hear me. If not, this is going to look really, really awkward. So hello. Hi. I'm just going to have to pause this because something weird's happening. There we go. That's better. I don't have my headphone things on because I don't see the point because there's nobody else here chatting with me. So I'm just going to be talking to myself and not hearing my own voice. Greetings. Let me just go and read and say hello to everyone. I'm not going to call you by your name. I'm just going to go right down the list here. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm just going to call you Margaret. And forgive me, Sharn 2012. If I said that wrong, I apologize. It's not that I suck at pronouncing things. I just don't know how to read. Matrix, hello. Jello, yes. If there is Jello, it can't just be yours. You need to give me some. Promethean dude, hello. Welcome. How are you? Oh, what is that? Anime Tome? Tome? Hi there. MD Who Entertainment. Hi there. Evil Satyr. Wow. Hi there. Johnny. Hi. Welcome. Greetings. Krista Taylor. Hello. Welcome. Hi. I'm waving. I'm just getting across the board. Just hello to everyone. So that way I don't have to keep staring at this and not. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. That is my phone. Why is it buzzing? Oh my goodness. Hey, should I be rude and start reading through it like while I'm on the live stream? Hey, okay, this is strange. The live stream just popped up on my phone. Why? I don't follow myself. Strange. I'm gonna put that over here. Face reveal. No. Why would you want to see that? What? Do you honestly think if there was something underneath here that was look, if there was something underneath here that was interesting and good to look at, I would have never put a mask on. How do you know this isn't my real face? You don't, do you? Oh, I'm picking my eye. Anyway, hello, everyone. I was actually going to have somebody else on here, Dismal Hero. My good friend, Dismal Hero, probably the only horror narrator that I've met in real life. And he is working. And today is my day off. Oh, Johnny, hey, look, guys, there is super chat below, but you do not have to send me any money whatsoever. I just turned it on the other day. You do not have to donate or super chat. I'll still try to read all your questions. You do not need to use that button. In fact, that button does not exist, okay? So, hello. But Johnny, thank you. I appreciate that. Did I see the new Pet Cemetery? I did not. Am I going to see it? Maybe not. I'm just going to scroll up. Did I miss questions? I suck at this, by the way. I haven't live streamed in a very long time, so I just know I'm going to mess something up. If I have to like shut off my camera at some point and mute my microphone, it's because Mini Crawler stayed up late tonight and is being a little pain in the butt. Plus, I'm kind of suffering from a bit of a cold, so I might have to, blow my nose at some point because I'm not feeling good. Yes, Kimmy, hi. I'm sorry, I missed to say hello. Slumber, hello. Dustin, hi. Let me just try to cut down the list. I'm sorry. Creeps Gamer, hello. Dark Siren, hello. Thank you for asking me a question. Johnny, knock it off now. Thank you, though. Yeah, you can cosplay as me, I guess. How old am I? Younger than Dr. Creepin and older than Corpse Husband. I guess I'm somewhere in between there. I actually mentioned my age once on a live stream on another channel. Yeah, some people know how old I am. Not everyone, though. Yes, I know I have no nose. You like that? Yeah, no, please don't donate. You don't have to donate. Dezombified, hello, welcome. Ever read any? What? Have I? No, I have not read that. I don't know what that is. You'd have to tell me what that is. I don't know. Old enough to know that's a request. Yeah, Kimmy knows how old I am, I think. Yeah, Slumber, you know how old I am. Some of you do know how old I am. Honestly, it really does. In a way, it kind of doesn't matter to me, but let's just say I'm older than most other horror narrators. I'll put you that way. Everybody else is a lot younger than me. Gothic Gross, hi. Nefarious, did I say hi to you? Hello. Gosh, so many people. It's like I really want to start hitting the moderation button, which is normally what I do, but I don't think I could keep up. Creepy Clown Girl, hi. Guys, listen, you don't have to donate. Okay, the super chat thing is just kind of there. For the rest of this stream, it doesn't exist. So please, you don't need to use it. What's up? Oh, I don't know. RWVBXAA45566778. That was a mouthful. No, I appreciate it though, but you guys don't have to donate. I would say YouTube pays me plenty, but well, they don't. SwimFan33, hello and welcome. If I miss questions, just, I guess, type them again. Do you know how hard it is to see out of this thing? Do I know what game you should buy? I don't know. What kind of games do you like? The last game I bought was Arkham Knight, so I'm like 4 years behind anyway. So I don't know. I don't know what kind of games you like. Yes, Agent Shadow Wolf is a moderator. He has mod powers. He has the powers of the wrench. I don't know what that all entails, but he does. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you listened to me at work. And Slumber. Slumber is the much better narrator. Fearcrawler is the poor man's Slumber Reads. Yes, I am old. I fully admit that. Ripper, Under Gaslight. Hi. I don't know if you can ask that question. It's been held for review. Don't blame me, though. The Maxa is in the chat. Hi there. Hey, Brother Deep, thank you. I appreciate that. You don't have to donate, though. I appreciate that, but you don't have to donate. What are my favorite kinds of stories? Thank you, Krista. My favorite kinds of stories? I actually kind of got away from doing a lot of true horror, and I guess I'm more so focused now on fictional horror. And I write a lot of my own stuff, so I don't really have any particular type of thing that I like more than another. I'm not really into stalker stories, if that makes any sense, because stalkers are just kind of creepy, you know? I mean, I have a few of them on the channel, but those are the ones that I kind of avoid, I guess you could say. What inspired me to do this? Boredom. Actually, it was actually Mr. Nightmare. I'm gonna be picking my teeth like this the whole time. Yes. What's my favorite food? Chicken lo mein. Usually. Slumber bleeds. Oh, that sounds gross. Yes, Corpse Husband has not done anything for like 6 months. Actually, it might be a little longer than that. He is unfortunately very ill, and that's sad. I mean, I really like his stuff, you know. Who's blowing up my phone? How do you know I'm not the stalker? You don't. You're a mod for Goodnight Goosebumps, isn't everyone? I actually, Evil Satyr, I am not a mod on his channel, so the answer is no. What's my favorite fruit? Currently, it actually might be watermelon. It changes. What's my opinion on Dr. Horror? Dr. Horror is all right. I don't think anything negatively about Dr. Horror, if that's what you're asking me. You saw me on Mortis Media's channel? Thank you! For those of you that are in the know, there was a competition on the Mortis Media channel, which involved your buddy Fearcrawler, the Dark Narrator, Raggedy Annsy, and Raven Reads. And from the looks of it, Fearcrawler is going to lose by a lot. So, yeah, I try not to be sad about that, but that's okay. That's okay. Brother Deep is going to be finishing his second book. Well, let me know when that's out. Would I be up for narrating either of them? Of course I would. I would love to. Oh, Lunasax, thank you. Again, you guys don't need to donate anything. I appreciate that, but you don't have to. My thoughts on Nightmare Files? Nightmare Files is awesome. That dude is cool. I really like him, actually. I like his voice. I wish I could like imitate his voice, because if I could do that, I'd get more subscribers. But I can't. So I did a great job. Thank you, Gothic Rose. I appreciate that. What inspired the mask? I want to hide my face. Actually, if you look at the original Fear Crawler character, it was just a black shape with long hair and white eyes, and these are black, so it kind of doesn't make sense. But it's I explained it a couple of times on previous live streams. I can't speak. And yeah, there's no, I wish I could say that there was like some like master plan behind it, but no, I just didn't want to show my face. This didn't come about until, I don't know, maybe 2 years ago. Prior to that, never had a mask. Never. Oh, Nathan, thank you. You voted for me? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Again, I'm still going to lose by a lot, but that's okay. It's all right. I want to say I was in it to win it, but I was just glad to be in it. Timothy Duran. Duran? No, you know what? You're Rainer Lewington. I don't care what you say. You're Rainer. Show my face. No, again, this could just be my face. You don't know that. And two, there's nothing under here that's interesting enough to show you that wouldn't immediately cause people to unsubscribe and or spam the channel with bots to try to get it removed for graphicness. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm awesome and beautiful and cute. Actually, that's just the mask, but thank you. Nefarious, yes. Hi, hello. Again, I apologize. Show us your feet. Hey, I'll have you know right now, I'm actually barefoot. So there. And now I just lost 7 subscribers because of showing my foot. Oh, it's like the band Duran. That's kind of epic. Who's my favorite YouTuber? You know, that's really hard to say, because if we're talking just horror, is that what we're talking about? Let's just say I just pick horror narrator and they don't venture into other things or do other stuff, and they're not like a presenter, like they don't appear in the video and present. If I had to like put it into that kind of category, that's going to be Vidith22. Thank you very much. As far as anybody else, I don't know. I watch a lot of different channels, so I don't really have a particular favorite. I kind of mix it up, you know. What pumpkin mask do I use? Can you buy it for Halloween? Yes, you can. This is actually from Spirit Halloween. I just painted it white. So yes, you can. Oh, corpse husband sound like he was in the hospital. I hope he's not. I actually hope he's all right. You feel that sometimes the voice behind the narrator goes with the face. Sometimes it's part of the suspense of the story. Believe me, this face would ruin the channel forever if you saw it. So you're just better off not seeing it. Goosebumps is here. Hi. Hello, sir. Oh, sure, Johnny, you can absolutely do that. Actually, you know what? Johnny, hang on a second. There we go. Goose, how did I miss you last time? Hang on a second. There we go. Okay, I feel better about myself now. There we go. I just gave you guys some wrench powers. Don't abuse them. Oh, you know what? I'll just... what's up? I don't know. Goose is drunk. Yeah. Rainer, to be honest with you, when I heard your voice, I always assumed you looked just like your avatar. Even when you told me what you look like, I still assumed you looked like the avatar. I don't know. You got kind of a cool voice, though, so that's all that matters, right? Yes, abuse all the powers. Yes, abuse the powers of the wrench. Yes, you should. Yes, you get drunk and everyone gives you wrenches. Yes, Goosebumps, that is true. Yeah, Agent Shadowwolf, why don't you go back into horror? Actually, if it wasn't for Agent Shadow Wolf, we would never on these live streams ever do the free flow horror stories, you know, where somebody gives us suggestions and we just make up a story on the spot, which is what I normally do whenever Dismal Hero is here, or Sam, or Happy Shadows, but that's not happening right now. And from the looks of it, we're still waiting. Dismal Hero says he can be on soon, so if he can be, great. And when he is, then I get to put the headphones on, and then it gets crazy. Slumber. Hang on a second. There. Slumber gets a wrench. Why? Because I love him. And I don't mean how you sick weirdos are thinking. I mean, I love him. Did that come out wrong? My face would ruin the channel because it's handsome? No. It would. Imagine this if it melted in a fire. That's kind of like what's hiding underneath here. I'll just put it to you that way, okay? It's nothing to write home about. And it would make a really good horror story. It came out so right. Oh my goodness. You're binging Nefarious' channel as well. You should. What color are my eyes? Janelle, thank you. My eyes are blue, like the bluest sky you've ever seen. Actually, no, they're kind of blue like toilet water when you get that like 2000 flushes blue and you put it in the back of the tank and you flush it a couple of times. It's kind of that blue. You bet I'm drop dead gorgeous. No, Luna, I am so not. Yes, these eyes do look black, Johnny. Yes, they do. They look as black as midnight, black as my soul. Write a horror story about my face and show a picture for that real feeling? No. Demonetized, channel blocked and removed, and lawsuits and awful things happening then if I did that. Oh, see, now you're just flirting with me. Do you guys like my hoodie? I just got it. It's the Punisher. And it says stuff on the sides, but again, I don't know how to read. So someone have to tell me what that says. Mighty Might has grayish blue eyes. That sounds nice. Oh, the kid in my video sometimes, that is my son, yeah. Mini Crawler, as I call him. Actually, if he's in the Rocket Raccoon mask, he's Mini Crawler. If he's in any one of the other disguises, he usually says what character he's supposed to be. And those are just things he comes up with right before we start filming. So if he wants to be a different character in them, I let him. It's just fun, you know. Zombified hubby is the hot one. My goodness. Mini Crawler. Yes, that's Mini Crawler. That is my little boy who is probably awake yet because he knows I'm live streaming and won't go to sleep. The Punisher. Oh no, that reminds me of if Happy Shadows comes on, he'll start in with the puns. And if that happens, I just don't know. Actually, you know what? I don't know if he's. I actually don't know if he's. I haven't talked to him today, actually. Because usually I invite him, but I haven't talked to him yet today. I don't know if he's even around. Hopefully he saw that there's a live stream going on, and he'll send me a message, or he'll show up in the chat, and they'll say, "Hey, here's the link." What do I drink? Coffee, tea, water, Hawaiian punch. And I try to stay away from like energy drinks. How old am I? Older than Corpse Husband, younger than Dr. Creepin. I'll just put you this way. I'm older than a lot of narrators, most of them. I think I'll put it this way. I'm closer in age to Dr. Creepin than I would be to like Slumber Reeds or Swamp Dweller or any of them. I'm old. How tall am I? I'm around 5'10", give or take. If you're wanting my weight, right now it's currently 156 pounds. I'm actually a very lean person. I'm quite skinny. No, Goosebumps, I'm pretty sure I'm older than you. Pretty darn sure I'm older than you. You look like a youngster. Am I older than 30? Yeah, I'm older than 30. You'll be 29 next month, MD? Yeah, see, you're just a youngster. Rainer's a youngster too. Rainer's only in his early 20s. Got the Gross, you're 30. Yeah, I'm older than you. Promethean dude, you bet you're older than me. Goosebumps, you are not 49. There is no way in heck you're 49. Actually, I have no way of knowing that. Yeah. Yeah, Rainer, you're born in 96, right? Am I right? I'm just guessing. Actually, I'm not guessing. I think I saw that on your Twitter. Let's see if my brain is actually working. Now, everyone's writing their ages in the chat. What is this? What is going on here? You're guessing I'm 36? No, I keep guessing. Yeah, Goosebumps is definitely Goosebumps. You're 31. Yeah, I'm older than you are. Being lean allows Fear Car to crawl through his victims' windows at night. Yeah, but we don't talk about that for legality reasons. We call these things restraining orders. We can't talk about that right now. Nightmare Files is here. Hold up, Nightmare Files. Wait, nobody type anything in the chat just yet. I want to make sure I catch Nightmare Files. Just hang on just 1 second. I apologize. Ta-da! Creeps Gamer, I can guarantee you're not 4 years old. If you were, I would say you're younger than my son and you need to be in bed right now. Should I have my glasses on? Should I do this? No, I probably should do that. Yes. 28. I ain't 28. I'm older than that. Johnny, can I guess your age? Johnny, I'm going to guess that you are in upper 20s. I'm thinking less than 30. I'm thinking upper 20s, give or take. I could be wrong. I'm usually wrong. Yes, when you come back, Agent Shadow Wolf, we should collab again. Absolutely. If you guys haven't already done so, go check out my buddy Agent Shadow Wolf because he gave me a lot of great ideas that I still use on this channel. So Agent Shadow Wolf has been a huge, huge inspiration for me, and I'm not just saying that. So please, go there. Am I 57 years old? No. You're going to get LASIX? You should. I would, but I would be the guy that, you know how they say like it's like upper 90 percentile, like good results? I would be the guy whose eyes would mess up. I would be like that lower percentage where somebody would screw something up. 38? No, keep guessing. Fantasies of Fright. Hi. Hello and welcome. Rainer wants to try to put together a teen-friendly horror anthology at some point. Yes, you should. I would be right behind you. See, Goosebumps knows what I'm talking about. He got LASIX. He said this sucked. So that means I shouldn't do it. Everyone I know that got LASIX surgery, they end up wearing glasses later in life anyway. And bad eyesight runs in my family. I'm better off either wearing my glasses or putting in my contacts or wearing this mask, which improves my vision dramatically. You can't recall if you've seen my face. I can pretty much guarantee you haven't. Honestly, some people have seen my face, and it doesn't really matter to me as much. If I know you and I trust you, or we've worked together on the channel, then it's not a big deal to me. There's a reason I don't show my face, and a lot of it has to go with a very creepy something that happened years ago. What's up, buddy?
It's me, mini caller.
Oh, just a second. Give me a second, guys. Hi. What's up?
Oh.
But you can't come in because you don't have?
I don't have my mask on.
That's right. Because if you did, you could.
Yeah.
But you should be sleeping though, right?
It's a school night anyway.
I know it's a school night, so you have to go to sleep. Okay. But I love you though.
Okay.
I love you, buddy.
Okay, but your face is creepy.
You like that? No, cat. Don't come in here, cat. I have this cat that likes to sleep in my chair here. So every time I come in late at night and I sit down, there's usually a cat sitting here that I end up sitting on. And I don't want him coming in here because then he'll like climb up and start clawing on me and climbing up my shoulder, and I don't like that. I don't like that. Okay. See what I mean? He's hyper right now. He doesn't want to go to sleep because I'm live streaming, and he wants to come out. Nightmare Faust, you don't have to send. Okay, guys, again, you don't have to send any money, okay? You don't. I would have him on, but it's like 9:30 at night. He's supposed to be sleeping, and he doesn't have his mask on. And who's blowing up my phone? Oh, hey, it's Dismal Hero. What does Dismal Hero have to say? You know what? Now that I'm looking at my phone, I realize I really need a new phone because this thing is really slow. He'll be on soon. Okay. I apologize. But believe it or not, this is actually related to the live stream because he was going to be on. So where's that invite? Okay, I'll be right back, guys. I'm just going to hit this button here. And then I'm going to hit this button here. And then I'm going to hit this button here. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to close this. I'm going to minimize this. I'm going to push this button. I'm going to go over to Twitter. I'm going to open Twitter right now. I'm going to click this button. I'm going to click down here. I'm going to hit paste. I'm going to hit enter in the dark. Somehow I can see my computer through these things, and I don't know how, but I managed to do it anyway. And now I'm coming back to the chat. And now I can tell what's going on. Now is the time where I put on my $8 headphones and see if I can hear. So there. Time 6. Hi. Time 6 is a newer channel, and Time 6 is awesome. I'm going to go on record as saying that. So go check out Time 6 if you could. I hear Dismal. Dismal, is that you?
What up?
Hi there.
How's it going?
It's going good. How are you?
Good, man. This has been quite a while.
Like a year, I think.
Oh,
Pretty darn close, if not a year.
too long, man.
Ian says, I'm a sexy mofo. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Yes, Mighty Might. The mask does improve my vision. That's how I was able to see the keyboard. Actually, it's Braille. I'm blind crawler. No.
So,
yeah.
Are the other two coming?
You know what? I haven't heard from Sam, and I haven't heard from Happy at all today. So I don't know. I figured if they saw the link, they would see that stuff's going on. I mean, if you guys have never, Mr. Haunted, hi, take the mask off, it's too scary. No. Mr. Haunted, a very good channel, in my opinion. He's an excellent narrator. He's got one of them cool, deep voices. Could just be because he's like 6'8". I'm going to click a button. There you go, Mr. Haunted. You're now a moderator. I'm sorry. I used to add everyone as a moderator, but now there's like 38 people watching, so I don't think I have enough room. I apologize. It's normally something I do. I don't think I can do it, though. Apparently, there's a limit. What story were you talking about not taking off your mask? I don't know. I don't even know what we're talking about. Dismal looks so familiar.
Interesting.
Interesting. If you invert your mask colors, you look like your old profile thing. That is true. I do. But yeah, see, like Mr. Haunted, I know how tall you were. 6'8". I was right. 6'8" and 200 pounds of muscle.
All right. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do right now?
What are you gonna do now?
You're gonna be mad, but I'm gonna expose you right now. Okay. Anybody want to see what Fear Crawler really looks like? Right here.
Dear Lord.
This is an unmasked picture of Fear Crawler.
Yeah, that's me right there.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, that was back when I was married to Angelina.
I had to do it to him.
Oh, dear goodness. Very strange. All right, back to what were we even talking about? I have no idea. Fantasy's right. Look, hey, I appreciate that you're sending a super chat, but listen, you guys don't have to send any money, okay? I'm probably just going to reverse all these charges. I think you can do that. Actually, I don't know.
Agent Shadow Wolf.
Yes, Agent Shadow Wolf. That is Hero. It is Dismal Hero. Yes, I'm a soap maker. That's me. I'm Tyler Durden. Actually, you know what? I hated that movie.
Huh.
I think that for me, we're talking about Fight Club, of course. I think for me, the movie seemed like it was going to make the most important point that a film has made in the last 30 years. And you get to the end of the film, it's like they kind of forgot to make the point. At least that's the way I felt. I just didn't like it. I mean, some good acting in there, really good directing. I like the cinematography. I really love Edward Norton and just about everything he does, but I just couldn't enjoy that movie. Even having Meatloaf in that film, the singer, not the food, just wasn't enough for me to make me enjoy it.
Well, I don't know. That's one of my top favorites.
You probably yeah. Wait, does that mean you're a David Fincher fan?
No, not necessarily, I guess.
I mean, did you like Panic Room?
Never saw it.
That's a really good movie. I think I prefer that over over Fight Club.
But can you compare the two?
And no, you really can't. They're not even the same genre.
Yeah.
But the thing is that I really liked Seven, and he also directed that. And I felt that, I mean, they're not the same genre of film, mind you, but still. It's not that I can't appreciate things. I just said there's things about Fight Club I can appreciate, and there's things I just don't get. I just don't get. Actually, you know what? Zombified. We've worked together. I shall give you the power of the wrench. By the way, the mod powers in this channel don't mean a darn thing. They mean nothing. That eventually everyone's going to become a moderator at some point, so you won't be able to like do anything with those powers. So let's just say that these are the equivalent of participation trophies in karate. They don't mean a darn thing. They just basically mean, hey, thanks for showing up. You didn't break the board, but here you go. Vidith is here. Vidith, my friend. I was just talking about you 20 minutes ago. Hi there. Welcome.
Now all we need is Phantom.
You know what? I haven't talked to him in a really long time. How is Fan doing?
I talked to him 35 minutes ago, and he said he was getting tired and didn't know if he could make the stream.
Oh my.
Oh my, yes.
Oh my goodness. And he's a youngster too.
So what are our topics of discussion tonight?
I don't know. I've just been the chat's been pretty busy, so I've just been trying to keep up with all the questions.
For sure.
So I haven't even gone on to a topic yet. It's quite random. Do I like Stephen King? I do, but I like certain Stephen Kings. Like I'm more like Stephen King, The Shining, but I'm not the novel The Shining. I'm more like the interpretation that Stanley Kubrick did for the film The Shining, if that makes sense. It's nothing against the novel. It's just that the visual thing that Kubrick brought to it, I think, was better. Although Stephen King hated the film because he took a lot of liberties. You know what I mean? How old am I? Swim fan. Hi. How old am I? Older than Dismal Hero, who's on right now.
I'm 31.
Yeah, I'm older than him. Fear Crawler, when Pinky says Narf, is that code for something? Yes, it is. But if I told you that, well, we know what the end result would be. Hey, Fear, who's my friend? Are you talking about Dismal Hero, who's joined us right now? That's Dismal Hero. If you go back, actually, I think you and I first did a collab like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I was a fan. I was a fan before I became a friend. I was a fan.
Yep. Yes.
Yes.
I don't have fans. I have viewers.
I'm a fan. That hurts, man. Hey, don't diss your fan base, man. Did I buy my mask or did I make it? This is a mask from Spirit Halloween that is normally a metallic orange that I spray painted, and this is just marker. I actually want to change it, you know, make it glossy, but then I worry about reflections and lights and all that other stuff that happens. Oh, hey guys, hey everyone in the chat, I got a question for you. Did you guys like my new channel trailer? There's nothing scary in it at all, but did you guys like it? The whole thing was a big joke. Did you guys enjoy that? I hope you did. If you didn't, allow me to apologize, but I had fun making it. See, Johnny liked it. That's what I'm talking about. See, Nihago Johnny liked it. That's why he's such a cool guy. Doesn't have a bad thing to say about anybody. Just a nice guy. You thought it was funny? Well, thank you, Matrionics. I appreciate that. Matrionics? I don't know. If I'm saying that wrong, I apologize. I'm probably screwing that up. I'm totally butchering words. What do I think of Mortis Media? And it's my birthday Friday. Can you wish me a happy birthday? Nathan, happy birthday. Happy early birthday, I'll say. What do I think of Mortis Media? Mortis is awesome. Again, I was on that competition he had, which ended on Friday. And from the looks of it, I'm really going to lose by a lot, but that's okay. I'm losing to the Dark Narrator, and he's an awesome dude. So if I lost to somebody that sucked, I'd be like, well, that makes me feel worse. But if I'm losing to somebody good, then I don't feel bad about it. I really don't. Actually, when I heard that Raggedy Ansie was going to be in there, I thought for sure I was going to lose to her. Because then I listened to what she recorded, and I was like, yeah, I'm definitely going to lose. Yeah, absolutely, Rainer. I would definitely be interested in working with you on that. Send me the info. You know how to get a hold of me. Yeah, can everyone in the chat just wish Nathan a happy birthday? I would really appreciate that if you could do that.
Happy birthday, Nathan. I hope you have an outstanding one.
Have I seen your channel yet? I have not. I don't think I have. I'm honestly, I'm subscribed to like 400 different channels, so I have a real hard time keeping up with them. I mean, I think I've been, like, for example, I've been subscribed to Spades of Death for a while, and I think I only started watching his channel a couple of months ago. Because I'll subscribe, but everyone just kind of gets lost in the shuffle for me because I try to subscribe to everybody that's in the horror community. So I don't know if I've actually watched your videos or not, but I will definitely check that out. In fact, if you could go to Twitter and just message one to me, and then I'll watch it then, if you could do that, because otherwise I'll forget. Because again, I've got, like, if I were to open my tab and show you what's on my tab here for who I'm all sub to, it's hundreds. It's a mess, okay? And when channels go deactive, I don't take them off the list. I don't unsubscribe. So it's, again, I'm guessing it's like 300. It's probably more than that, but I'm just guessing. Spades of Death. Hi. Actually, Spades, you know, you and I work together. Hang on, give me 1 second. Spades of Death is now a moderator. And again, the powers of wrench mean nothing. My favorite movie? If you were to ask me that question 10 years ago, I would have told you it's the Disney movie called A Goofy Movie. But if you ask me, I love that film. But if you were to ask me that today, I would have to say it is The Lazarus Project with Paul Walker and Bob Gunton. It's a really good movie. I know it's not a horror movie or anything like that, but it is a really good movie. Mr. Haunted, why are you sending money? Mr. Haunted, you don't have to send me anything. I appreciate that, but you don't have to. Master DK says, I narrate, not as frequently as I'd like. I have several vids going on and switch up a lot to stay varied. I'm still all for narrations, though. Creepy Clown Girl, did I say hello? I can't remember if I did. Wrong fear, the wrench means everything. Dustin, are you sure? Not really here. Here it really doesn't mean a lot, but yes, I watch Disney, okay? Yes, I actually enjoy the Disney Channel. I like scary things, but I also really like to just detox my brain with something that's just fun and just kind of takes me back to my childhood. I'm not going to apologize for that. Fear Car lives in the best nation that you all should visit. I live in the Fear Nation. Which Disney princess am I? Johnny. You never ask a lady those types of questions. Disney Channel can be scary, like legitimately. So Dismal, how's things? How are you? We haven't talked
good enough, man. Yeah, as you may have noticed, haven't posted a new video in like a month, but
I have noticed.
You know how it is.
Yeah, it's called working life. Since we don't do YouTube for a living, we have jobs and have to focus on that. And I'm a parent, so that comes first. And I don't have a set schedule. My schedule is messed up. Wyatt, hello, welcome. Oh, thank you, Rainer.
No, but, oh man, I'm definitely going to try this week to work on my section for our video. Yeah, I'm gonna try my hardest to get out there and film this week, since it's finally supposed to be like nice in the evenings.
Awesome. That's gonna be a fun video.
Dude, that video is gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be amazing. It might just be the best video to ever appear on this channel, even though it hasn't happened yet. I got a good feeling about it though.
The last one was all right.
The last one was awesome. This one's gonna be the awesomest. It might be the pinnacle for the channel. Like we'll never outdo it. It might be that awesome.
Man, I hope so, because I'm gonna put some effort into that.
It's gonna be great. See, look, everyone liked the wilderness one, that intro. That's why I had to put your part first, because I was like, it's so good. That's gonna be the first part that everyone sees.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Wayne, thank you for donating. I appreciate that. Vidith, you donated. You didn't have to, but thank you. Rainer's leaving. Rainer, bye. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate that. You're amazing. I stand behind what I say, that Rainer is flat out, hands down, the best horror writer that has ever graced the YouTube platform. That guy operates on a whole other level. What's my favorite story that I've ever narrated, or a video that I've worked on that I had the most fun on? The video that was the most fun was probably the trailer, because I got to do a lot of stuff with my son, so that was pretty fun. As far as my favorite video I worked on, it's hard to say. It's probably going to be one that I wrote, but I can't really say which one, because every week I kind of flip-flop back and forth between which one I enjoyed the most. So fun fact, Dismal Hero lost a donut eating contest to Fear Crawler. He might actually. That could happen.
Is this something that happened?
That's what Agent Shadowwolf is saying. Apparently this is a thing. Apparently at some point that happened. That legit happened.
Huh.
W. Cares, are you going to work? Oh, wow. Thanks for stopping by. Again, guys, I apologize if I don't get to all the questions, because the chat's kind of moving kind of fast. So if you repeat the question, I'll definitely try to read it. And Dismal will be here commenting along the way.
Yeah. Man, I'm really upset that we don't have.
Without the sound of cracking sodas in the background, it really does feel like something is missing, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't. I'm actually much more content that way.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
I kind of miss him being here.
Yeah, did you message him?
I did not.
Okay.
Sam's in a different time zone, so
Yeah, right.
I normally when he comes on these, he comes on kind of late, and sometimes we don't have these at 9 o'clock. So
I don't remember what time our old ones were.
we usually did them kind of late.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Now, Ian asks, do any of the narrators have beef with each other?
Which the better question would be, which narrators do not have beef with each other?
I guess if I had to put it this way, I mean, this is my 3rd year with this channel. There are a lot of narrators that kind of go back and forth. I don't want to get involved in any of it, but it does happen. And sometimes you find yourself in the middle of things, or you find yourself kind of on the sidelines witnessing it happen between people that you're probably friends with. It just happens because I think it's like any other community where people will sometimes rub each other the wrong way. Yeah, nice one. Yeah. Are you sure you're 31? Yeah.
Oh, where's Phantom when you need him?
Yeah, Phantom would have totally turned that into something. Well, he wouldn't even have to try hard with that one. I would practically be giving him that one with a bow on it. I don't really, as far as like if I have any beef with anybody, I really don't. I mean, there have been people that have had an issue with me for some reason, but that's fine. I mean, that's whatever. I can't do anything about that. Oh, Brother Deep. Well, if you go to sleep, good night and good luck. And if you come back before the stream is over, I will welcome you back. And if you can't, that's understandable. I don't know how long we'll be streaming for. What do you feel influenced you the most to join the horror community? Was it movies or books? Actually, it was Mr. Nightmare. That was why I joined. Because I thought what he did was really cool. What do I think of Creeps McPasta? Creeps McPasta is pretty cool. There's so many of them that have creeps and pasta in their names, you know? The only way you sort them is by their avatar. Although their voices are different. You love my content? Why, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, D. Even with people having beef, the horror community is by far one of the best communities. I'm going to agree with that. I was actually only involved in the horror community for maybe like 2 months before I got invited to a collab like that had a lot of people in it, and that was on Hero to Villains channel. And then and then later he changed the channel name to Nightmare Cravings, and then he just went dark, which is too bad. So I really enjoyed his channel. The trolls, the drama starters in the horror community are ostracized and ignored, like, you don't represent us, you're dead to us. I think that there are people out there that just have an axe to grind, and I don't know why. I mean, I'm one of those people that I'll collab with anybody, I'll work with anybody. I don't care if you have 5 subscribers, no subscribers, 1,000 subscribers, 100,000 subscribers. I actually don't care what your channel size is. I'll work with you as long as you're cool. If you're not a jerk, I mean, hey. Slumber's right, beef. You know what beef is? Beef is what's for dinner.
Nice.
Zombified, do you think we should stop posting original music? Serious question. No, you should not. In fact, you should keep posting original music. Vida says he has yet to have problems with the horror community, to be honest. Except for the homicidal fans. Well, that's creepy. Yeah, that question caught me off guard. I should say it's more like a statement. That's because everyone likes Vidith. That's such a cool guy. Spades, are you leaving? Good night, Spades. Fear has beef with me. I'm one of your biggest enemies. Am I, Johnny? Am I? Wyatt asks, Fearcrawler, who do you think has the most series? Are you asking who do I think has the most series, like videos? Series like series of videos? Are we talking about channel size? I don't know what the question is. I'm sorry. Smash Brawl Gamer, are you writing something you shouldn't be writing? Oh, yes, yes, you are. Yeah. If you guys could do me a favor, just kind of try to keep the chat like around the PG-13 kind of area, I'd greatly appreciate it. Because if you notice, if you watch my channel, I don't use F words or S words, and I don't. The only time you ever find any of that in a video is if somebody else has submitted something that they're narrating, but I don't actually narrate it myself, or if I'm playing playing an audio recording of something. But other than that, I stay away from that, and I have my reasons for it. But yeah, if you guys could just keep it PG-13-ish, I would appreciate that. Oh, Master DK, thank you. But again, you guys don't have to send money. I appreciate that though. Johnny, you could mod those if you want to, but I mean, yeah, guys, just I mean, I give everyone a couple of chances to, you know, not write certain things in the chat, you know, because the thing is that this is a live stream, and later on the chat's going to replay, and so I would just prefer that those types of things don't appear. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? How was my day, Alex? Thank you for asking. My day was okay, a little under the weather, but I'm doing okay. Margaret, good night. I'll see you later. Thank you for coming. Mighty Might, you want to send money? Yeah, but you don't have to. I appreciate that, though.
Man, remember when these streams had like 3 or 4 people?
3 or 4 people. Now we're in double digits, and we're in decent double digits. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. They only started showing up because they knew that Dismal Hero was going to be here. So then that was the selling point right there. Later on,
nobody knows who I am though.
Well, not with that attitude, Buster. Oh, you like who has a good continuation of a story? That's really hard to say. I mean, there are a lot of series that I do listen to, but as far as who has a good continuation of a story, it's really hard for me to pick one. Dustin, you worked a 12-hour day and you had 5 hours of sleep. That's pretty much my work week every day like that, and I hate it so much, but I can't do anything about it, you know? Overtime, always on overtime. Call me Maggie. I just did call you Maggie. Or Margaret. Let me just say Maggie. Fine, I'll call you Maggie. Bye, Maggie. I'm going to go listen to Vidith. Talk to you later. Okay, yeah, cool. Go listen to Vidith. Vidith is awesome. Thanks for stopping by. Lord and Savior Fearcrawler brought me here. What? I appreciate that. But there is only one Lord and Savior. Hashtag Christian Crawler. Adam Raven, hi. Hello. Thank you for stopping by. I'm going to throw a wrench at you. Careful with it. Don't abuse it. Stranger Stories has a great series involving a cannibal cook. Well, that sounds interesting and delicious. I will have to check that one out, question mark?
Reaper's Horror. Oh,
Reaper's
man.
Horror is here.
Reaper's Horror.
If it wasn't for Reaper, I probably wouldn't have this mask.
Oh, it's been a long time.
It has been.
How is the Horror Hive doing?
A question we all want to know the answer to. Yes, that's right. Zombified Christian Crawler. Yes, I am a Christian. Although you listen to some of my stories, you'd never know it. Am I right? You know what I'm talking about? Believe it or not, there's actually a decent number of horror narrators that are Christian. Practicing Christian. And there are some that claim to be Christian and they really aren't. But hey, that's not for me to judge. Does anybody know if Corpse is still alive? Okay, Ian, yes, Corpse Husband is still alive. He's just not well. He's ill. He's been like that for a while. He has problems with his circulation, problems with his balance. He's always in pain. He posted on Twitter that he had some procedures that he had to get done, but he's doing all right. I mean, I hope he gets better. I mean, I'd like to see him come back, but Dustin, you're also a Christian. All right. My guy. Matronics. I think it's Matronics. You're a Christian as well. All right. Good on you. No, MD, don't worry about your F-bomb comment. It's all right. You don't have to worry about going back and deleting it or anything like that. Don't worry about that. If letting one or two go through is not that big of a deal. You know what I mean? Is this my only mask or do I have a spare? This is my only mask. I went to order a couple more, and it turns out that I think this particular one is discontinued, so I have to get a used one, and that's kind of gross.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I went on Spirit Halloween, and they don't carry it anymore. And when I find them on eBay, they're all beat up. And I mean, granted, I'm going to paint it anyway, but they're always used. And I think, oh, that was on somebody's gross, pimply face. I don't want to put that on my face. I'd have to boil it first.
Well, maybe it's time to make a new one.
Yeah, I'll build my own. Could you imagine though? I'll make it off like a piece of cardboard. Like the eyes will be all uneven. They look like my son drew it. Actually, my son probably will draw it.
You cake enough spray paint on there.
Yeah, you can make anything look good if you put enough spray paint on it. MD is also a Christian. All right, good on you. I should go and check out your video on Twitter. My daughter's showing off her dance moves, and you think I'll like it. Can you email that to me on Twitter if you could? Because like I said, otherwise I'll forget about it. So yeah, just send that to me. Master DK has a Christian upbringing, though he struggles to call himself a Christian. But that's understandable.
There we go. I found your mask.
Really? Is it on Spirit Halloween?
On Amazon for
it's on Amazon.
$3.49 plus $2 shipping.
Oh, brand new?
Brand new.
Nice. This when I bought this thing, it was like $20.
That's because Spirit Halloween is a ripoff.
But it looks so good.
It does. I mean, it does. The key with Spirit Halloween is you have to go there the 2 days after Halloween when they have their 50% off sale of the whole store.
See, now Johnny's going to buy the mask. Now you basically just doxed me. Nice going. Now he's going to buy the mask. He's going to start making a bunch of weird videos. He's going to start making a bunch of fanfics.
Oh, here we go. I'll just put the link in the description so
son of a gun.
Everybody can buy the mask.
Yeah, but you guys are going to have to paint it on your own. I ain't doing that for you.
Yeah, I got some tattoos, Vidith.
Do I have tattoos? My whole back is tattooed.
I got two that I'm actually removing right now with like the whole laser thing. And yeah,
they're on his butt.
Huh?
Nothing?
Yeah, they are. They're oh goodness. Keeping the chat PG.
One cheek says mother, the other cheek says father. Yeah, but yes, my whole back is tattooed. Can I speak any other languages? I speak a little bit of Japanese and a little bit of Mandarin, but I haven't practiced my Japanese in a very long time, so I'm extremely rusty at it. And the only reason I speak Mandarin and a little bit of Cantonese is because I was married to someone from China. But that was a long time ago. The Grim Creeper, we are fear crawler. Yeah, you should all say that. No, because that's too much like Night Terror's new video with his trailer. Because I actually did a voice for that. We all just basically say we are Night Terror. It's a really cool trailer. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, I don't want to copy him. Slumber's leaving. Good night, Slumber. Thank you for stopping by. You have a tramp stamp, and your toddler likes to touch it. Why did I read that out loud? Cult of Fear. Yes, that is the hashtag that Reaper created for me. Hashtag Cult of Fear. Although, if you do it all lowercase, it looks like it says Cult Offer. And the worst part is when I look it up on Instagram, there's a whole bunch of like bad stuff that's under that particular hashtag. So I'm hoping to reclaim that hashtag so that way it actually has a good meaning and not all that weird other stuff that's on Instagram. You know, Instagram's just gross. Instagram is just gross. Basically, Instagram, I can sum it up this way. Instagram is somebody eating food and taking a picture of it. Instagram is somebody working out and taking a picture of it. Instagram is a mirror pic, doing a selfie, but looking at the phone and not looking at the mirror. And Instagram is also naked people.
And
when
who
people
do you follow on Instagram?
That's all of Instagram.
False.
What's on your Instagram? Mine's just thumbnails.
Abandoned, off-roading memes.
Okay, go to Instagram right now and look up all the recommendations.
Well, yeah,
and I
you don't
guarantee
go
you at least half of it is nudity.
Yeah, that's why you don't go to the recommendations.
And food. Oh, I don't. I only follow people that follow me. That's probably the only social media where I follow everyone back.
Dude, all my recommendations are motorcycles and guns.
Who do I follow on Instagram? I'll have you know that everyone I follow on Instagram is either a viewer or a narrator. I don't follow weird things, but that's all that keeps popping up. There's some that got so gross I had to actually unfollow some people because it was weird.
Yeah, motorcycles, guns, and watches is all in my recommended.
In that order.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
In that
motorcycles,
order.
guns, and watches.
In fact, there should be a Twitter page called Motorcycles, Guns, and Watches.
That's not a bad idea.
You should make a YouTube channel of that. Instagram is a good place for masks, costuming.
Well, I was thinking about changing my other YouTube channel to bikes and bandos and having like motorcycle and exploring abandoned places, and I'm just going to keep it the same.
Yeah, see, Zombified knows what I'm talking about. You have to unfollow a lot of people on Instagram too. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. It's weird.
Mighty Might, biggest gun you shot?
That's a question for you.
Oh, is it? Maybe. I've shot, the biggest one I've shot is a 50 cal as rifle. As for pistol, it was a 454 Casull, I believe. Yeah, I think that was the biggest one. Yeah, I fired a 50 BMG as well. Just a Barrett.
Isn't that the 82A?
It's the L82A1 is like the one everybody knows. That's like the Barrett that everybody thinks of when you say Barrett. But mine was just the one I shot was just like the entry level single shot bolt action. It was just, you know, a $3,500 rifle. You know, they're just their entry level stuff.
I'd still get one. I don't know what I'd do with it,
dude,
but it would be cool. It would be so cool.
Oh, I'd love to have one, but there's nowhere that can shoot them. Like none of the ranges can handle them.
Yeah, everything that we've got over here is all outdoor ranges.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I don't know what their I don't know what their levels are. I mean, I usually everything I shoot out there is always like 357 or 9mm or 40. I don't go with anything large. I don't even use shotguns there. Just because I worry because it's always out like near farm fields and stuff like that. So I always have this weird thinking that somebody's gonna be out there in the cornfield nearby. And they're gonna pop up and say, "Hey, it's just me," and that, you know, have one of those awful hunting accidents kinds of things. I don't know why. Even though that whole area is clear, I just have this weird feeling somebody's gonna be back there one of these days, and I'm never gonna be able to forgive myself. Okay, Grim, that can be arranged. Okay, now refuse to use the power of the wrench.
Hashtag Dick Cheney.
Yeah, something like that. Your cat wrote me a message. Is that what that is? All hail the Mountain Dew I found. Evil Satyr, you found a Mountain Dew? I wouldn't drink it if I were you. Survival equals personal horror story. Well, yeah, that's true. Wait, Johnny, do you just have one cat or do you have multiple cats? A gun is trash at stealth. Unless you reach up behind the guy and just hit him over the head with it, then it's quite, well, I mean, unless he screams. I mean, there's always that possibility. You know, you might not get the right impact to the brainstem to actually cause him to collapse, you know. Just one cat. I have one cat as well. And I wish I didn't because he's a jerk. He always bites me. He doesn't know how to show love properly. I feed him, then he walks up and bites me.
Has the cat been in your videos?
I'm willing to bet at some point you've either heard him meowing in the background or he's appeared at some point walking around and I just didn't catch it. I can almost guarantee he's been in there at some point.
Man, you should have him in the videos.
I was actually going to make that as being part of like just a random video where I just have him and just do weird things with him, like put him around my neck and dance.
Yeah.
But then I thought somebody at some point would say that's animal abuse at some point, even though my cat purrs the whole time I do it because he loves it. Well, I'd be doing more collabs with Dark Somnium. Actually, D, as a matter of fact, I sent him some audio 2 months ago for something that he needed right away. And he hasn't used it yet because he got so buried with other projects. So I do have one coming up on his channel. I just don't know when that's going to be. I hope soon, but I honestly don't know. That will soon come. Hey, you know what? I'm going to give you a moderator power because you and I work together. Will you not? They say your cat bites, you get free Chinese food. No, no, Dustin, no. No, again, I was married to a Chinese woman, okay?
Who is Sexy Beans?
I don't know.
You follow him.
Who is that? Do I?
Yeah.
Did they follow me?
Yeah.
Is that on Instagram?
Yeah, on Instagram.
I don't know because that's the one account where unless it's one of those accounts that says Instagram, get free Instagram followers, I don't follow back, but somebody follows me, I just hit follow every time I get the notification. So as far as do I know that person personally? I don't know if I do.
Oh, it's Anime Otomi.
Okay. All right. Now it makes sense. See, you put a confusing name on there. What am I supposed to think, you know? That's the other thing that's hard. Everyone's got different handles on different accounts, so I can't keep track of it all.
Well, thanks for the follow. Hey, Dismal, here's a horror story. You're standing in a crowd and a woman next to you starts bawling and everyone stares at you. Okay. That wouldn't be good. I'd probably just run.
Krista asks, do you have any advice for a dumb kid thinking about narrating? You go ahead, Dismal. You field this one, and I'll chime in after.
Do you have any advice for a dumb kid thinking about narrating? Yes, I do. Don't do what everybody else is doing, which is no sleep. Put in some effort to find some good stories, and start out with a good microphone. You can get at least a blue snowball. They're cheap. You can find them on Craigslist used for like $20-$30. And yeah, that's about all the advice I have. Try and find something new and start out with a decent microphone. Don't record on your phone like I did when I first started.
I did the same thing, and it took me 9 months to actually get to 100 subscribers because my audio sucked.
Yeah, see, that's the thing.
And if you think I'm kidding, go back and listen to my first X amount of videos for that first 9 months. All of them sound awful.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I'm sure you've done it too, where you click on a video, you're like, wow, this audio is absolutely abysmal, and then you just get off of it.
It's hard. It's honestly, it's hard to listen to, and
Yeah.
there's only so much you can do with background music to mask it. And even then, people can tell. They'll hear the little audio clicks and pops. Do I listen to the Devil's Interval? One, yes, I do. And two, we did a collab just over a year ago. So I actually did a video on his channel. So yes, he's actually a really cool dude. He's got a really good channel. If she's fine, I would say, hey, girl. I must have to like scroll back up to figure out what is going on. Yes, Grim Creeper, I gave you a wrench because you said you want to have a wrench because you never wanted to use it. So I did this to test you. So what are you going to do with it? Don't make your first video along the lines of 10 scary stories revolving around stories that make up a majority of horror stories. Yes, that's true. You shouldn't. Do something that other people aren't doing. Like, it's only been for the last like 7 or 8 months that actually, well, that's not technically true, but let's just say consistently. The character in the mask in the skits in the beginning of my videos has only been happening for like 7 months now, 8 months. Prior to that, I only did it like once or twice before that. I just try to do something different. Because everyone, if you try to be like everybody else, you'll never stand out, and you'll probably really struggle to gain traction.
Yep.
Find out what everyone else is doing and do the opposite. I guess is the best thing I can say.
And another thing to think of is think of a name that's very easy that rolls off the tongue. Don't do something like Creepy Stories from the Basement on Friday Friday the 13th of 2007 or something like that. Think of like a very easy to remember and pronounce name.
Something that people are going to remember.
Yeah.
And something that isn't overly long. As what I mean, I didn't, to come up with Fear Crawler, honestly, it took me maybe a month before I even, and I used to just write down names and cross them out before I decided on Fear Crawler, because I didn't want to have a channel that sounded like everything else with pasta or just creepy or scary or horror. I didn't want to put all that in there because, like, if you say Mr. Creepy Pasta, Creeps McPasta, look at how many have creeps and creepy and pasta in them. I mean, it sounds so similar that it's also confusing for people.
Yeah, it took me all of 5 minutes to think of Dismal Hero. I don't know. I just thought it was catchy. I don't even remember how I came up with it, but I was like, oh, that's catchy enough. I'll do it.
I've been writing my own stuff and people seem to like that. That's good. And you're new to narration. Well, honestly, if you write your own stuff and you narrate it, great. Because the best part about doing that is nobody else is doing it. No one's going to say, oh, I've heard this story before. Pretty much everything. I don't use Reddits anymore. I haven't used Reddits in like 2 years. I stay off of Reddit because everyone's using Reddit. I don't use No Sleeps. I don't use any of that stuff anymore. I don't use Let's Not Meets. I mean, we sometimes make up our own Let's Not Meets. But I stay off of that because everyone's using it. I write a lot of my own stuff. If you see like the different like fictional horror stories, I write most of those now.
Yeah, I started out writing all my own stuff.
And it's good.
Some of it was.
It's good.
The ones that weren't are no longer on my channel. So
the first one I heard was, I think it was called There's Someone Dead in Your Apartment.
Yep.
Yeah, that was the first one I heard, and I like that one.
I wonder if that one's still up.
It better be, because I like that one. And I think I even left a comment. If you took it off, you're going to break my heart and this friendship is over, Buster. He's going to upload it again now. I can hear him clicking it. He's searching for it on his computer right now.
I'm making sure it's actually deleted now.
What do you know? No, that's not what I said to do.
No, it's still up there.
Okay, good. Whew, scared me. Yeah, see, Creepy Clown Girl saying she was going through a Fear Crawler marathon. Yeah, you can hear the difference. It was February of 2017 that I switched microphones, and I went over to the Blue Yeti with the pop filter. Before that, it was on my cell phone or this really awful like $5 Logitech microphone that would constantly pop and hiss. And if you want to know, if you want a comparison of what that sounds like, go to Mr. Creepypasta's channel and listen to like his first 10 videos. Or go to whenever he does like the 24-hour horror radio. If you listen for like an hour, eventually one of those stories will pop up and you'll hear the difference. And yeah, that was I didn't have anything else to work with, so that I didn't know what else to do. But yeah, I deeply regret my decision to do it that way. Yeah, Blue Yeti is quite a mic. Blue Yetis are nice. I mean, they're not like the greatest mic you can get, but I mean, they're under $100. They're a USB. They're very easy to use and set up. They have enough features on them that you can set them the way you want them.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not so complex that you don't know that you can really screw anything up. Like get into a setting that you like and bump something and be like, oh, how do I get back to that setting? It's really hard to screw up.
Yeah. I somebody was also talking about another microphone. I think it's a newer microphone. Like that's the brand newer on Amazon. It's like $35. I guess it's actually pretty decent. It's like a full studio with an studio mic with an amplifier and everything.
And it's probably expensive.
No, it's $35.
Oh, well, geez, then that sounds like a sweet deal.
Oh, $43.
And that's for everything?
Yeah, I'll send you the link.
Okay, sweet. Dimitri the Thinker says, hey man, love your channel. Been listening for about a year and I enjoy it. You have a question? What is your question, sir? Your question is, what made me decide to make my own channel? And what do I think of the horror community currently? I wanted to do something where I didn't have to show my face. I guess. I liked horror stories. Again, Mr. Nightmare was a huge influence on me, and as he was to a lot of people. What do I think of the horror community currently? It's very large, and there's a lot of really cool people in it. I don't really have anything negative to say about it. Everyone is really cool. I've had very few problems with people. See, now Johnny says he's really happy I never gave up on YouTube. Well, thank you, Johnny. Oh, Dustin, no, you didn't. If you're writing to me, Dustin, I don't think you didn't write anything that offended me. So yeah, don't even worry about it. I'm scrolling back up to see if I missed anything. I can pretty much guarantee I did. Yeah, Zombified, you write most of you. The only thing you don't write is the viewer stories. Otherwise, you write everything else. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid using stuff that everyone else is using. I prefer to use stuff that people don't use. I mean, sometimes people will send me stories that they wrote, and I know they've been on other channels, and I'm really hesitant to use those because how many times do you want to hear the same story? You know what I mean?
It's really hard to find content that hasn't been done, just because, like you said earlier, the horror community is so big now. There's so many people that you're bound to do like some of the same stuff, especially if you're going through like Reddit. When I use Reddit, I usually like dig way back, like years back, and no sleep. But I don't know. It's like I don't know. If you want to like guarantee to have like your own stuff, it's pretty much like you have to write it yourself nowadays.
I'm gonna agree with that, because otherwise, if somebody's already heard it on another channel and it was a bigger channel, they're probably not going to go to your channel and listen to it.
Right. Yeah. What would be the point?
I mean, they'll be like, "Yeah, I've heard this story and I heard this person do it." You're not going to do anything that's going to surprise me or impress me. It'd be kind of like watching a remake of something a movie that you already loved, and then someone comes out with a remake, and it wasn't made for a lot of money, and it's by some unknown people that you've never heard of before, and some actors you have no idea who they are. You're probably going to skip it. Just my opinion.
Yeah, no, that's very true.
Mighty Might, good night. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate that.
Good night. Have a good one, man. Or lady, whichever.
We don't know. I mean, in this day and age with all the pronouns going around,
You can never be too
you
certain.
just can't be certain, you know. I'm my own pronoun. I'm a crawler. So you shall refer to me as such.
I had a question, but my dumb butt forgot it.
Well, ask your butt again what the question was.
I'm considering getting into narration, and I have tried trying to write my own stories that no one does. I want to know more.
Yeah, if you want to write your own stuff, absolutely go for it. The best thing you can do after you write a story is read it over again and ask someone else to read it. And ask them what do they think of it, and then give you feedback. And then if there's problems in it and things that don't quite make sense, they can fix it. You know, you can figure it out that way. Or maybe you're one of those really gifted writers that's just good right out the gate. I don't know, because I don't know you. Some people are. Some people can write an amazing story in just like 15, 20 minutes. I'm not one of those people. It takes me a couple of weeks to fine tune a story. Writing is not my strong suit. So I'd say I just have to see what you write.
Mighty Might is a tomcat.
Oh, okay. Well,
their preferred pronoun is a tomcat.
Okay, well that's fine. I mean, I guess that's probably one of the 30 something odd ones that are out there right now.
Nice.
Okay, I guess I can go with that. Can you be a crawler? Sure. Yes, you can. I mean, it's about feelings nowadays, isn't it?
Man, so you got anything planned for tomorrow? It's supposed to be nice weather out.
It is my day off, so I'm going to try to get some filming done. I'm actually kind of behind on projects right now because of the Mortis Media stuff. That kind of put me off by about 4 days. And today was my first day off in a while after pulling all these 12-hour shifts. So today was a day of rest, hanging out with my son, eating pizza, which I burned the roof of my mouth on earlier, which was really awful. That's why it hurts to talk. And I played a video game.
Nice.
That was my day.
Very nice.
I lost the video game, so it was frustrating. So I'd like to say it was a productive day, but it really was not.
Tomorrow I'm calling into work and I already did that. I told them not showing up and just riding the motorcycle all day long. That's my plan.
With the mask on.
Yes. So yeah, with the mask on under my helmet.
I actually thought about doing a video like a day in the life of Fear Crawler and actually just go to like the grocery store, like the mini mart, and put gas in my car and and I'm worried about doing that because I know I'm going to probably get in trouble because of the way that the people in the city are, but I thought it'd be kind of humorous to do that.
Oh, dude, let me know. I'll come out there and film it for you.
That'd be awesome.
And nobody will care if they see like 2 people doing it.
That's probably true. That's probably true. But if crawler is the pronoun, is it? No, I'll tell you, it's just crawler. I don't know. Yeah, you can call me Mr. Crawler. That's fine. One of those is a pronoun. How about just crawler? Actually, that's my species. You love my collab with Mort? Why, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad somebody did. Like I said, just from the way it looks right now, not only am I going to lose, I'm going to lose like by a lot. Like I'm not even close, but that's all right.
Hey, at least you were included, though.
That's true. That's true. There's a lot of really good narrators that didn't get included in that submitted that I thought should have been in there, but Mort said it was a hard pick, and I mean, just to know that I made it in with those other 3 people, that 2 of them I'm actually good friends with. That's really cool. Can we be a plumber? We promise to behave if we have a wrench. I guess so. You better behave. Actually, I know you're going to.
Can we be?
Unless you open up all your fake accounts, Johnny, don't say that in a stream. Crystal, you voted for me. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad somebody liked what I did. Actually, everyone, all the comments on there were actually very supportive, and that actually made me feel really good.
Where do you go to vote for this?
Oh, it's on. If you go to Mortis Media, if you
Yeah.
go to his channel and you go to the community tab, you vote there.
On YouTube?
I think that Dark Narrator is like 56% of the votes, and there's over 2,000. So even if I were to get like 700 votes right now, I'm still going to lose. But that's fine. Luna Sachs, you voted for me. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
There we go. I voted for you now too.
You're going to change your vote later, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna add somebody in. I'm gonna write in Ron Paul and vote for him instead.
No, write in Chuck Norris. Question for you in the chat, Dismal.
Dismal, what kind of bike do you have? I have a 2018 Yamaha MT-09.
I go with a less powerful bike. Usually it's a 1983 FA50, which is a moped.
Do you have that?
I did up until maybe 2 years ago when I sold it. And before that, I had a 1978 JCPenney Pinto 2, which is basically a modified version of the Pooch Maxi. It's just one that was branded for them. And it was in mint condition. And I actually sold it to get an airplane ticket so that my future wife-to-be could actually travel here. I really miss that moped.
Dude, those I have some respect for those old mopeds. Like some of those are just like, what would you say, historic? Like,
Yeah, absolutely. And they're fun.
Yeah, they're just class. I've never gotten to ride one, but they're just classics. Like, you have to like them. Like it's cool.
Devil Soon Come asks, have I ever been creeped out when doing a story? I will say that not creeped out, but I've done stories that were very difficult to read. When I did the 3 serial killers never caught video, there was some stuff in there that happened to children that made that really difficult for me to read. And then there was the 3 gruesome satanic acts video, which again had some really awful things in it that I guess as a Christian made it really hard for me to read. But the reason I did the video is because I thought that it was important to show that these types of people are out there and that they need to be stopped like now. So those are probably the 2 hardest videos for me, because they're just that, and maybe like the four disturbing phone calls video that I did with Graveyard Golgotha, because those were actual phone calls right before some really bad stuff happened, and sometimes after the aftermath. And those are really hard to do. So it's not that I got creeped out. It's that I guess maybe I felt just really sick after recording them because they were just that bad. Yes, Grim Creeper, get a real microphone. Actually, you know what? When I was at Walmart the other day, they actually carry Blue Yetis now. So I thought that was pretty cool. So you can get one from there if you want.
That is cool.
I mean, they're always on sale. They had it for like $80. I mean, that's probably kind of an investment, but honestly, it's worth it. You could spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on a studio mic, but a Blue Yeti for a USB mic is actually very good. And that's what I've been using for the last 2.5 years now. Alex is asking you a question, Dismal.
Yeah, I saw him.
You're just ignoring. Just choosing to ignore it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore it. Yeah, we're only reading every 5th question now, so yeah, yes, I did. Yes, I did take that. That bike actually, that was the best moped I've ever owned, because that thing, when I purchased it, I bought it in, I think 2004. It had been garaged for 20 plus years at that point. The only thing that needed to be done is the gas tank had to be tumbled out, because the gas, when it sits in there, kind of gets kind of gelatinous-y. So the gas tank had to be tumbled out. That was the only thing that had to be fixed on it. Other than that, it was a 78. It had no rust on it. It had no pitting, no damage. Paint was like brand new. I couldn't believe the shape that this thing is. There was only 30 miles on it. That was it. And I sold it. Yep. So my future wife to be could have a plane trip over here.
Suzuki FA50. Man, these little things are so cool.
They are. Where did I learn those sweet fighting moves? I started training in Taekwondo in 1993. It was actually August of 93. And I started training in Defendu, which is a form of unarmed combat. It's basically like the stuff in World War II that people like Fairbairn and Sykes were teaching. It's World War II combatives. It's just the stuff that they would do to teach people that it was like a crash course martial art created from things like jujitsu and karate and judo, where if you engage somebody in hand to hand, it's just, there's only like a half dozen moves to it total, and it's just basically, it's gutter fighting is what they call it. I started doing that back in like 2009, and I did some Hapkido as well. So I actually did go to like training certifications and stuff like that. So that's where I learned that. I didn't learn it from books or anything like that. I actually went to study at schools and martial arts studios. See, creepy clown girl gets it. She says there's no losers. We all did a fantastic job, and we're all winners. Well, until tomorrow, when there is going to be a winner, it's going to be Dark Narrator. He's totally going to win that. But that's awesome, though, because if I would have felt really bad if I lost to somebody that sucked. If I lose to somebody that's good, I'm fine with that. You know, it would be like if I got into a fight and I lost to a yellow belt. I'd feel really bad. You know what I mean? Ian trained in Taekwondo, Kali, Thai boxing, and Jiu-Jitsu. Well, that makes you very well-rounded. What's this voting thing? If you go to Mortis Media's YouTube channel and you go into the community tab, you can vote for myself, Raggedy Anzi, Raven Reads, or the Dark Narrator. We all did a series of stories on the channel on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So Raggedy Anzi's video was Tuesday, mine was Wednesday, Raven Reads was Thursday, and Dark Narrator was Friday. So if you liked it, you go vote. But I don't know that there's enough time to listen to it now, because I think it ends in like, I don't know. I don't know if he's ending at my time or his time, because he's overseas. But if the poll is still up, you can still vote. I just don't think I'm going to win. In fact, I know I'm not going to win. Oh, MD, if you got to go, I mean, that's okay. I don't know how much longer we're going to do this for, but thanks for coming, though, if you're going home and going to sleep. I know it's late to work early. I hate it. Well, thanks for stopping by. Creepy Clown Girl retracted her message. Were you writing something you shouldn't have? This isn't YouTube Red, by the way. So just you know, keep that in mind. YouTube Red. That, of course, being a throwback to the new trailer on the channel. You'd have to watch it to know what I'm talking about.
What was the trailer before?
The trailer before was the one that was for the Nightmare Expo contest.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Yeah, that's the one that's on Horror Stories from the Clowns channel right now, that he did the 18 channels you should check out. So he used that trailer instead.
Okay, sure.
Okinawan Shorin-ryu karate. That's cool. I like the Okinawan systems. I actually like the uniforms. I think if it's not Okinawan karate, it's Kyokushin are probably my two favorite forms of karate, because I think that because they're very direct and I like that they're linear, and they also put a lot of emphasis on putting a lot of power into every technique. You know, it's not about just dancing around the person. It's about delivering a hard strike to the right spot and being precise and accurate, and then ending the fight as quickly as you can. And I think that there's a lot of value in that. Sharon, thank you. Yeah, I will check that out after the stream ends. I will watch that and I will let you know what I think. Oh, thank you. You've got to head out. You've got accounting. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. Oh, you're asking about the new Twilight Zone? It's a question for you, Dismal.
What?
Devil Soon Come asks, what do you think about the new Twilight Zone?
Oh, haven't seen it.
I'm not going to.
I don't even really remember the old one, so.
Yeah, I watch those every week.
Yeah, I might watch it since I don't remember the old one at all. I might give it a shot. I don't know. Probably will.
Can you do Snap, kiddo? If not, I got to get my phone. Snap. Like Snapchat? Oh, if you guys add me on Snapchat, I won't be able to message you because my phone sucks. And every time I install Snapchat, since their new update, it always crashes my phone. I don't know why. My phone just it can't handle whatever Snapchat is trying to do. So I had to take it off my phone.
What phone do you have?
A really bad old Kyocera Hydro. Which
Oh,
unfortunately it's not a bad phone for what it is, because I mean I've dropped this thing like 1,000+ times, and you can't break this phone. I've tried out of frustration. You can't break this phone. It is like the old Nokia phone that you can't break, but it has a whole bunch of pre-installed apps that you can't migrate to your SD card and you can't delete. So as far as the amount of storage you get for apps is very small, and Snapchat takes up a lot of space, and it just keeps crashing my phone. So I can't use Snapchat until I get a better phone. I just don't know when that's going to be.
oh, what service do you have?
I am going through Cricket.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say I have a T-Mobile Note 8 that I'm trying to get rid of, but yeah.
Oh no, phone me. Don't worry about that. I also have Instagram. If you can send it to me on Instagram, whatever it is, or if you want to go to my Snap, it is if you go to the Fear Caller page, and you look on the banner on the right hand side, you'll see all the different little things. The Snapchat one is there. I honestly forget if it's Fear_Crawler, if it's just Fear Crawler altogether, because I haven't used it in a while. I forget. I mean, you can add me. I honestly, I haven't used it in such a long time because it keeps crashing my phone. What outside chat do I use, if any? I don't, though. That's just it. I use Instagram and I use Twitter. I don't use any messaging, like I don't use Kik or anything like that. As far as Snapchat, again, crashes my phone, so I don't use it. You can add me, but I don't have it installed anymore, so I can't. I'm sure there's probably like a ton of messages waiting there, so as soon as I like install it again, it's just gonna blow up my phone and it's gonna be a mess. Angela, hi. Hello, welcome. You're supposed to be sleeping. What time is it in the Philippines? I don't remember. You're actually not. No, you're probably going to work right now, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. It's just not the same since Sam isn't cracking open a cold one.
Yeah, you're right. It's better.
Although it could be worse. And you know how it could be worse.
How?
I won't say it, but let's just say that there was a time when there was someone on the stream that we would occasionally invite. You know where I'm going with this.
Oh, you too.
And that's exactly what you did. You went, oh.
Oh.
I could hear you flip your head back. I could hear your eyes roll.
Oh.
And there was just this sigh of frustration, disgust.
Else.
Yes. You know what I'm talking about now.
Yes. Yeah, I thought you were talking about somebody else.
Oh, no. You know where I'm going with this. Sam, the great alcoholic. He claims it was Coke Zero. I doubt that very much. Yeah, yes, Foamy. I could hear Dismal Hero's eyes rolling in his head. They made this sound. And then he went, oh. And his mic
here.
And your mic wasn't muted.
I don't care. I mean,
I had to mute my microphone because it was cracking up so much.
If you invited them in right now, I would be like, go away.
Well, it's not happening right now, so we can rest assured.
I haven't seen them in a very long time.
Yeah, neither have I. Neither have I.
Hello, Angela. How are you?
Do I like Cricket phone service? No, I actually don't. But you see, it was part of a family plan that my parents started using a lot of years ago through Sprint. And the only reason I stay on it is to get the discount, because then I don't pay as much for my phone service every month, even though I haven't lived at home since I was 19. And that's a really long time ago. That's the only reason I stay with it. Otherwise, I would totally not do it, but I get a really huge discount because it's X amount of phones. So Ian, what are you saying? You just showed the stream to one of my female friends, and she told me what? I'm not reading the rest of that chat message, sir. Okay, yeah, it's getting a little weird in here. So let's talk about something else now. Let's talk about what are we talking about? We're not talking about whatever's going on in the chat right now. See, guys, now all this stuff is going to start popping up later, and it's going to be showing in the stream. If not that anybody watches the live streams after they're done, but if they did, they would see this, whatever's going on here. She likes mysterious people, really. That's interesting. Dismal's a serial killer. Does that count? He's killed people.
I guess so.
Is that mysterious? There's nothing mysterious about someone hiding behind a mask. In fact, if nothing else, you should be very creeped out. This just hides the battle scars. I was in Nam. If you answer a question from the chat, can you please read it because I'm blind, so I don't have time to read the chat? Sure. Who's someone I really want to work with, like top of the list? Like right now? If you asked me that question 6 months ago, I would have said Detective Creeps, and we finally worked together back in February. So I still want to work with him again because I've been a fan of his since day one. So as far as anybody else, like right now off the top of my head that I really want to work with, I honestly, I couldn't really say. I don't know that I favor working with one person over another person in terms of people that I haven't worked with yet, if that makes any sense. I like working with anybody, so I don't really have anybody that I really, really, really dream about working with. Like, at least not right now. I guess I'll just say it that way. That probably made absolutely no sense the way I just said that, but you know what I'm talking about. I hope.
Elvis.
Fury, I have a question for you. Okay, Angela, what's your question? When will I do a face reveal? Not today. She has a crush on Dismal.
Nice.
Nice. You need to do a Dismal marathon? You mean on his channel, right? Passion Queen, you love the mask? Thank you. I'd like to tell you I made it myself, but that would be a lie. No face reveal ever. The mask adds to the whole persona. There was a plan in a future video to do it, and now I've actually 99% changed my mind on it and decided I probably shouldn't do it. And I have my reasons for that. It's because there's a monster hiding under my bed. And if I take the mask off, he'll know what I look like.
Would you like me to put my mask on so you don't?
Yes, I would. That would make this conversation a whole lot more comfortable for
I don't know
myself.
what's that, so I can't.
No, well, then why do you tease?
I was hoping that answer that question would be here. Here we go.
Luna's asking, do I like Deadpool? Dismal, what are you doing?
Here's a mask.
What? Okay, but you have to wear that for the rest of the chat. You have to.
Let's see. I have to close one eye to see the chat.
That's fine. I'm fine with that. Just keep that on now. Until I retire. Yes, I'll do it until I retire. No, he'll do it until he retires. See, now Foamy the Scroll says I should keep the mask. Yes, I think so.
Oh.
People couldn't handle the hotness. No, not even close. Yes, you have to catch up on some Dismal videos. Yes, you should. I agree. Do I like Deadpool? Did I answer that question? I don't think I did. I like the comic book. I can't stand the movies. Does that make sense? I don't like the movies. Like, not even a little tiny bit. Not even this much. I just don't like the movies. I'm sorry. That's probably gonna make a lot of people mad, but I'm honest. I don't like the Deadpool movies. Yeah, there you go. Basket Hero. Everyone put that in the chat as a hashtag. Basket Hero. Capital B, capital H. Hashtag Basket Hero. That is his new channel name.
Basket.
On even though we did something different for April 1st this year, but I was actually going to change the channel over to Fear Crafter and do the Fear Crawler as a pixelated blocky image. And it was going to be a Minecraft channel. I was going to make a whole bunch of fake videos and just private all the other ones and just have a whole bunch of like, hey kids, welcome to the new Minecraft Fear Crawler channel known as Fear Crafter or something along those lines. And yeah, the problem is I have a feeling that a lot of people wouldn't get the joke. And then I'd lose a whole bunch of subs. Basket Hero.
Oh man, I'm really gonna try and dude, I'm gonna get that. I got to get our video done this week. I have to.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, now D's gonna unsub. See, now we did it. Can I react to your YouTube?
I want to see what's on this.
Yeah. What kind of videos do you do?
Was it Zorge Studios? I don't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah. How do you pronounce that? He fights crime and saves baskets in distress. Did you just write down rear crawler Minecraft? No, it would be Fear Crafter. Rear crawler. No, that's the YouTube Red channel.
Huh. I didn't know you swung that way, I guess.
I don't.
No, not according to the chat.
Yeah, I know. Were you involved in that with that name that Phantom came up for me? When everyone was getting like we were creating like we were trolling everybody by changing their names, like Being Scary, we changed them to Boring Scared. Bad Vibes Storytelling was Bad Voice Story Failing.
No.
And I don't even want to say what Fandom of Darkness wrote instead of Fear Crawler. I just came up with Fail Crawler because I was like, that's simple enough. Fail Crawler.
The only one I remember is Beer Crawler.
No, he did another one that rhymes with fear, but it basically infers that I swing in another direction.
Yeah, I can't think of it.
It starts with a Q.
Oh, I can't think of it. What is it?
I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah, I just can't.
I'm not even gonna type that in the chat. What's the worst thing to step on in the dark? Lego. I'm just gonna say that Lego is probably the worst thing to step on in the dark because, well, Lego always feels like it goes through your foot and takes off 4 layers of skin somehow. No, Ian, I'm not saying it. I'm so not saying it. I haven't looked at the my other screen yet because I'm reading the chat. But did you take the basket off?
Yes.
What is going on? I thought we had a deal here.
There was. I don't know how you thought that, but yes, I'm sorry to disappoint you.
Yeah, stepping in dog mess is pretty gross. The worst part is that whenever you step in it, it always goes between your toes somehow. You never catch it with the heel. You always kind of catch it with the toes. It always goes between the big toe and the second toe. I don't know why. It's just a weird. It's kind of like how toast always lands butter side down. Mandy says you have to put the basket back on.
Nope.
I don't know. A whole bunch of people donated earlier. I think you have to.
Can't see out of the basket.
That's fine. Does anybody else have any questions? As the chat sort of devolves into strange questions about worse stuff to step on and other things involving crawling in rears. 24-hour stream when? No, I don't think I could ever do that. I don't know what I would do for 24 hours. Wait, are you talking about like a horror radio like Dark Somnium and Mr. Creepy Pasta do? I don't know if I would be able to do that. I don't know that my content is interesting enough to even warrant something like that.
Fear and Dismal, do you have plans? I can't read in this math.
Do you have plans to do urbex on abandoned buildings? Actually, we have talked about that.
Dude, well, if you want to go over to my other channel, which I will link in the chat, and check it out. I don't know if you've seen it, if that's what you're referring to, but I do have a actual urbex channel, which is what I enjoy doing more than horror narrations, honestly. But yeah, I'll link it right here, and if you want to go over there and check it out. But yeah, we've talked about meeting up and doing some abandoned. Like I said, Fear Crawler. Keep your eyes out. Make a list of where they're at out by you, and they'll swing out. We'll hit some bandos.
Yep. And if you guys end up finding me on that channel, I wouldn't be wearing the mask, but I'd most likely be behind the camera. Wink, wink.
Or I mean, well, in all honesty.
Yeah, I mean, I've got that other face mask that I wear that covers just the.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, like, in all honesty, like the places that would be going into, you'd probably need a respirator anyway, because asbestos.
That's perfect.
So, or else just like a bandana, like you usually wear, or whatever.
Am I into sports? Not unless you count martial arts.
Oh, hold on. My computer's about to die. I need to go grab my cable.
Okay. I could pull off a radio stream. I don't know that I could. I would have to, because I have like those intros and outros on all the videos, and I think that kind of breaks up the pacing of it. So if I did that, I don't know how I would do it. I basically have to put everything into my editor and then take out the intros and outros. And I don't know if people be into that. I really don't. That's true. I've already done a partial face reveal. You can kind of see, and I mean, you can see it on some of my past live streams. You can see basically like from here up without the mask on. And some people know what I look like, so it's not that big of a deal. Well, I'll just say it's not that big of a deal for the right people. If I know somebody and we have a rapport, it's not that big of a deal. Fear Crawler, read this. Like the Cleveland Browns, I am a factory of sadness. Oh my. Have I ever had any unusual or terrifying experiences of my own? Krista, thank you. The answer is yes. And on some of those real experiences, those did actually make it into my channel. And on those particular videos, I actually tell you that that's a personal experience I've had. So yes. You could probably go watch the videos rather than have me explain them to you, because if I summarize it, it just kind of loses the it wouldn't be as interesting, I think. But yeah, it's true. Right now would be the time that Sam would be cracking open a cold one.
Oh, here we go for Sam.
Oh, there we go. Are you gonna dump some out and say this is for my dead homie?
Rest in peace, Sam.
I mean, he didn't die, but you know.
He didn't die in reality, but he's dead to us.
I wasn't gonna say that. We love Sam. Sam's a good guy. He just cracks. His microphone somehow seems to pick up the entire populace of Perth. Somehow.
Well, it's better that. I'd rather put up with that than Happy Shadows trying to use like a roll of tin foil to use as his microphone.
Yeah, basically, Happy Shadows, whenever he talks to us, is on a track phone from T-Mobile in a cardboard box on a freight train in a tunnel that's exploding. I don't know how he manages to get and he always says something like, "Oh, I just got on an elevator." I was like, "What?" Considering technology right now, I can't imagine what sort of phone he has that his reception is always so bad. Unless he lives in a town where there's just endless tunnels everywhere. He must. Everything must be in a tunnel.
Yeah. Have you ever been chased by a turkey? Yes. Yes. Okay. Haven't been straight up chased, but we were walking down to this place. It's down these railroad tracks. It's like this little recess off the Kishwaukee River by where I live. And we're walking down there we were going to fly drones. That's it. We're going to fly drones out there. And we noticed like about 5 or 10 yards behind us, there's just this turkey, just a single lone turkey. And it just follows us down the tracks. It doesn't try and get like too close to us. And like, if we like walk towards it, it backs up, but it followed us for like a good half mile. I don't know what it wanted, but yeah, I completely forgot about that.
See, and now you're going to trigger his PTSD.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. I've never been chased by a turkey. When I used to work security out at this chemical facility, they had a bunch of like ponds and stuff that they built, which was basically for the fire department if they ever had to come out there, because the town that's next to the building, it's not that far away. The fire department would go there and I guess get water from there for some reason from their pond. It's really weird, and there was just the place was just covered with weird wildlife. There's always like You'd find like sand cranes there. There was always geese. And the geese would always chase you and attack you. And they would stalk you in like big groups and they'd hiss at you. And geese are scary when they start to swarm you. Somehow they're scary because they hiss. And they'll rush you. For some reason, they like to attack. But if you put it's going to sound dumb, but if you put your arms out and you move towards them, like if you move chest forward first, they'll actually run back. But if you don't do that, they'll actually fly into you and butt into your chest.
My favorite thing that geese do is when they try and hiss and square up with my car. It's like, I'm not sure what you're going to try and do here, but
it's like, hey, I ain't backing down. Cassie has a question. Does the camera automatically switch due to like picking up sounds, or does one of you do it?
Fear Crawler forces his son to do it. And if he doesn't do a good enough job, he doesn't feed him.
Shh, don't tell anybody.
No, but it does it automatically.
The cops are coming for you. Yeah, they probably are now. All of a sudden you hear like a... I saw a large mouse chase a cat down the street earlier today, and it was hilarious. Yes, there probably was a fire truck.
Every time he messes up, it's another hour in the basement.
Oh, could you imagine? FBI open up, yeah. Actually, he's been awfully quiet. I'm just going to peek and see if he fell asleep. And he did. Good. That's good. Snitches get stitches and end up in ditches. That's you spitting some fire there. When we were kids, my grandpa had about 6 geese and they used to chase us and bite us. Yeah, they're mean. That's what I'm talking about. Geese are mean. Nice hoodie. Oh, you like this? Oh, thank you. It's got the Punisher logo on and everything. That's another thing. I don't like that show. I'm not a hater. I just don't like that show. I don't know why. I guess because the Punisher just isn't the Punisher in that show. He's not Punisher-y enough. Does anybody else have any questions? What time is it? Oh, it's after 11 already. Wow. All right, question of the day. Okay, what is it? Let us hear it. What is your question? Oh no, I'll have to unsub for sure now. No, D, don't. What do we think of the sequels to horror movies?
Hey, look in the chat. It's Beer Crawler.
Oh no. Oh my. What do I think of sequels to horror movies? I don't think that they should make sequels to horror movies because usually they're not good.
Yes.
The head tilt I do, you mean this? I gotta stop doing that. I'm gonna like mess up my neck at some point if I keep doing that. Actually, once in a while, if I turn my head, you'll hear it pop. My neck, that is, not my head. Have I seen Cult of the Straw Man by Reaper's Horror? I don't think I have.
I have not seen that either. Pineapple belongs on pizza. Yes, it does.
Am I the only one that doesn't like pineapple on pizza?
No, unfortunately, there's a lot of people who don't like it. And there's like a miniature war going on right now between people who do and don't like it.
Here's the thing. For me, if I'm going to have like something that's along those lines that's got pineapple in it, I might do like a sweet and sour pork, which has pineapple in it. But yeah, I tend to stay away from pineapple on my pizza. If a fear crawler crawled, how much crawl could a fear do? A question that has baffled mankind for ages. I'm not going to say don't put pineapple on your pizza. You can do whatever you want. It is a free country. But I'm just going to question why you would do that. Who was sitting there going one day eating a pizza and going, you know what would make this pizza even better? I'm going to put fruit on it. I don't know. To me, it's just a strange thing. No, you can't remove the pineapple from the pizza because it's got all this pineapple juice in the cheese at that point. So you really can't. It's kind of like when you pull your mushrooms off your pizza and the mushrooms are all soggy in the pizza. You tip the pizza a little bit and it starts dripping. You're like, oh, it's so gross, you know?
It's better than olives on pizza.
It's weird because I actually had olives on my pizza earlier.
Oh.
Yes, both kinds too, black and green.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Nasty.
Actually, it was pretty good.
Okay, can we all get behind? Can we all get behind? Artichokes do not belong on pizza.
Artichokes do not belong on pizza.
Okay, good.
What about anchovies?
I've never tried one. I mean, it's not like I'm against trying it. I just never haven't tried one.
I think I did it once when I was a kid. I didn't like it, so I'll never do it again.
I heard they're just really salty.
Yes, they are. Or hashtag fake news.
Horror Hive is replacing Happy Shadows in terms of puns. I will lay the band hammer down.
Dismal's got the power of the wrench too. I wonder if I can ban myself from the chat. Can I do it? I should try it.
I say something. I'm gonna try and ban you.
Oh, let me try something. Let me just type in a bunch of like random things.
All right, say a bunch of swears.
Let me just do random stuff. There's a hard one.
Okay.
Okay, now try to ban me.
Nope. Report and block.
Does it actually pop up?
Yeah. It just
That's so messed up.
Go to channel, report, and block. Well, I mean, if I block you, that means it's kind of like muting. I just can't hear you anymore. But
I think it's kind of weird that I can like my own video. I'm not going to do it, by the way, because I think that's kind of weird. But actually, should I dislike my own video? Do you remember that time when Happy just kept like coming in and disliking the video, and then he'd leave and he'd do it again, and then Sam started doing it. And I think that was the same. I think that was the same live stream where you blocked him.
Oh, dude, that's what I was wondering. Like, because I could not figure out how to unblock him. Yeah, and like I can't like join. I can't join like a live stream that he's in now that he's blocked. I can't figure out how to undo it.
See, I actually sent him a message a few months ago. I was like, hey, trust me, Dismal's trying to unblock you. He just doesn't know how to do it.
Oh no, because I blocked him on Twitter too. That was intentional. Because he said some stupid puns to me, so I just like, all right, that's enough, and I blocked him for like 4 months.
Yeah, Dismal don't mess around. Once he bans you, it's pretty much forever.
Yep.
You're never getting unbanned. It's like my phone keeps buzzing, and it's like I want to check and see what the notifications are, but I don't want to be rude. Okay, now seriously, does anybody actually have some questions here? Check the phone. It might be important. You know what? You're right. It might be. It says you're about to be taken. I have a particular set of skills. Phew, like that's going to happen. Oh, it's just a bunch of YouTube stuff and some Instagram stuff with someone liking my photo and a couple of messages on Instagram, which I will check later. Favorite horror movie? I'll let Dismal answer this one first, and so I can think. Let me process this for a moment.
Favorite horror movie? I'd say, man, of course, The Shining, but I think that's like in everybody's top 3. I'd have to say, oh man, this is difficult. I'd have to say, Session 9. I really like that one.
Session 9, yeah, that is a terrific movie.
I'm looking forward to seeing the new Pet Cemetery. I'm going to see that on Tuesday. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, as far as me, I mean, Session 9 was a great movie. Everyone in my family actually hates that movie, but I really liked it because it's more psychological.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was that, and it was cool because it was filmed in that asylum. And they just do a really good job with the cinematography and building the story. And I really like David Caruso in that movie because normally I didn't like him as an actor, but I really liked him in that movie.
Yeah, I want to watch Session 9 again, and I don't at the same time. I don't because like I haven't watched that movie in probably a long time before I got into urban exploration. And now
you don't want to, right?
Now I don't want to because the place they filmed that at was Danvers State Hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Danvers State Mental Hospital or something, and it's gone now. So it's just going to be like, oh, why is it gone?
What kind of dogs are the best?
Dobermans.
I actually really like Cocker Spaniels. I used to have one, and her name was Sandy. I also like Schnauzers. If I had to lose a body part, which one would I choose? A fingernail. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. You know, something that regenerates. Who is bald guy? Well, here we call him Dismal Hero. We prefer not to call him bald guy. I understand what you're saying, though.
Either one works.
He does shave his head. As far as my favorite horror movie, I don't know. I have too many to pick a favorite. Do I believe in the paranormal? The answer is yes, I do. My phone keeps buzzing. I don't know who it is. I'm not going to check it.
Aliens or Predator? Creepy clown girl asks. I'd say Aliens. Yeah, Aliens for sure.
I'm hard pressed because I saw the one that came out in 2009. It was like Aliens versus Predator or something like that. AVP. I hated that movie. The movie sucked. You can't give me just one Predator. You can't. I was so disappointed. The movie was just gross. I didn't like the scene in the with the women in the maternity ward. That was just disgusting.
Which one? Which movie?
The one that came out, Alien. Like I think it's like is AVP is like Aliens versus Predator or something like that. The movie's just gross. I didn't like it at all.
I don't remember it at all.
I've never walked out of a film, but I was darn close. And the only reason I stayed was one of my friends, and yeah, I think I drove him, and I didn't want to leave him there. I probably should have though.
Cassie asks, "How old?" The everlasting question. You guys don't have to answer this if you don't want to, but how old are you guys? I'm 31, and Fear Crawler is
not
older than corpse husband and younger than Dr. Van Creepen. I think that's what he says. Right?
Yep,
Am I
that's
right?
correct. That's
Okay.
correct.
Fear Crawler's 21.
Yeah, that was so long ago. That was so long ago. Hey, Fear Crawler, new to your channel, but I'm a big fan of your voice and presentation. Why, thank you. If you like my voice, I'm going to say you have questionable hearing, but thank you. The horror show. That was very nice of you, though. Old Crawler. Yes, I fully admit I'm old, okay? How old am I in relation to your maker? I actually don't know his age. I'll put it to you this way. I'm not 20 and I'm not 30. And I'm not 100.
He should be called Geriatric Crawler.
That's coming next. See, your voice isn't bad, Fear Crawler. Oh, yes, it is. What you're hearing right now, if this sounds okay, this is actually just After Effects. I'm running it through my computer right now to modulate my voice. No, I'm definitely not in my 20s. 20s feels like such a long time ago, actually. I'm not 28. Oh, your maker's 28? Well, yeah, then I'm definitely older than him. Your maker is mid to late 40s. Let's just say he and I might be close in age, maybe. I'm probably younger than him then. We have a little program on YouTube as well, and I'd love to have you on sometime or do a collaboration of any kind if you'd be down. If I even do those, of course I do collaborations. I do them all the time. I'll tell you what, if you're on Twitter, just send me a message, okay? Because otherwise I'll forget. And just yeah, message me there, please, and then I will talk with you. Cool. Yeah, I love collabs. Collabs are fun. If it wasn't for collabs, I mean, Dismal Hero and I would probably have never started talking.
It's true.
Collabs are how I get to know just about everybody. It's like I really want to drink water, but I can't because I have my mask on. And I really want to do my Batman voice, but I can't because my throat is dry, which means I need to get water. And the only reason that Batman is here right now is one, because Batman is awesome, and two, my son brought him in here. And he was going to be in a video today, and we didn't film it. Not to interrupt, but it has gotten very late. It's my time. You got to go. Okay, well, good night, Cassie. Thank you for stopping. For horror, do I watch newer stuff or do I watch older stuff? I'm definitely more a fan of older horror films than newer horror films, because I think with a lot of modern horror, they don't really leave anything to the imagination. They don't let your brain work. They basically tell the audience that they're stupid. And let me explain that. For example, if you see someone go like this onto a table and you hear the person scream, you know what's happening. You know what I mean? If you have to show it, you're saying to the audience, you're dumb. You'll never figure this out and put two and two together. So I'm going to have to show the detail to you. I think that that's weak filmmaking. I feel the same way about love scenes in movies. I think my brain and the average audience member's brain is intelligent enough to know that if you see a man and woman embrace, and then all of a sudden the camera pans up and it was nighttime and now it's morning, and they both wake up and she's wearing his shirt, you can kind of figure out what happened, you know? You don't need to see it, because to me it's just bad filmmaking if you show it. But that's just me. That's just the way I think. Oh, you got to head out? Okay, well, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. Be safe. Stay scared. Slashers or paranormal movies? Definitely paranormal movies above slasher films. I know. Yeah, Dismal would say slasher.
100.
You're probably like 80s slasher films.
Yeah.
For slasher films, I go back to the 70s. I think.
Did you see the newest Halloween, the one that came out just last year?
I did not.
It was amazing.
I think I said I didn't even bother with the Rob Zombie ones,
Dude,
and so because of that, it kind of scared me off a little bit.
no. Watch this past one. They brought Jamie Lee Curtis back. Uh, Carpenter's back at the wheel. It was that's okay. Question earlier, what's your favorite horror movie? That's my favorite horror movie. The
The
newest
new one, so not the one from what 77, 78, I think.
No, well, I mean, of course you got like that one,
Of
but
course, you got I love the original.
they did it right.
Fear Crawler, will I ever get any of my stories animated? There is a channel. I don't want to say the name wrong. I think it's called Horror Shorts Party. They were going to do one of my stories. I just don't know which one. So, but they were doing a whole bunch from Nightmare Files. So I don't know if they're going to ever get around to me. But I mean, I'm cool if somebody wants to animate one of my stories. They just let me know first, and then send me a link and let me know when the video's up, and obviously just link my channel in the description. That'd be greatly appreciated. But as far as if that's ever going to be a thing, I don't know. I really don't. Because it takes such a long time for somebody to animate something, and usually they try to do bigger channels, because if it's a bigger channel, it's a more better known narrator, it's going to get more views, of course. So to me, it just makes sense. So I mean, my channel's small, so The Howling terrifies me. That scared me as a kid. Yeah, the Howling actually was pretty scary. I mean, and that actually won a lot of awards for the makeup effects. I used to watch that on whenever that was on TV. We used to have this thing called Saturday Night at the Frights, which is on, I think, Channel 18, and they just showed horror movies all night until like 2 o'clock in the morning. And yep, I used to watch those. Can I do deep web stories? I have done deep web stories. I don't know if he's going to animate one of them, but I mean, that'd be cool. How big is my Dark Narrator? Hi. Dark Narrator, the official, unofficial winner of the Mortis Media competition. See, for me, it wasn't so much that it was a competition as it was my funeral, because I got buried. Can I read a story live, Anthony? We usually do, but we usually make them up because it's really hard to see through this thing. You know what I mean? And if I turn the camera off, then you're missing out.
Favorite action hero from the 80s. I'm just catching up on this. Favorite Schwarzenegger for sure. Yeah. Schwarzenegger or Bruce Willis.
If I have to go to like 80s action heroes, I'm going to say Chuck Norris. Still my favorite. I mean, you got to admire a guy that can win a game of Connect 4 in only 3 moves. I mean, he counted to infinity twice. The guy once shot down a helicopter by pointing at it and shouting bang. When he does push-ups, he's actually pushing the earth down.
Wouldn't you rather watch Steven Seagal movies?
I actually own all of his movies up till 2006 was when I stopped buying them.
Oh, why? Steven Seagal was always terrible.
Why did I stop buying them? Or why did I ever like Steven Seagal?
Why did you ever watch Steven Seagal in the first place?
Because Steven Seagal is a legit Aikido master.
Okay.
His fight scenes were very realistic. He did all the fight choreography in his first X amount of films, and they were realistic. They were very practical. They looked very good, and the guy is really fast. But on a personal level, do I like him? Not really, because he seems to be kind of a jerk. Okay, Worldwide, what was your question? I'm sorry, did I miss it? Can I do a face reveal? Not today. You wouldn't want to see what's hiding underneath this mask anyway. Trust me, it's gross. What's the scariest story on my channel? The scariest story, if you're talking about a fictional one that I think would be scary for you to listen to, probably the VHS. If you're looking for one that's a true horror story that is scary, it depends. They're so varied. I mean, there's deep web ones, there's security ones, there's police ones. There's so many different ones to choose from. So I'd be real hard pressed to tell you, in my opinion, what I think is scary, because you might not find that to be scary for you. And as far as what's the scariest channel, it's not so much scary anymore, because they kind of, I don't know if it's that they're running out of content, but a channel that I really like because the music serves very well. And if you don't like someone narrating and you want to actually just read and get pictures and stuff like that, a really good channel is Dark 5. They kind of got away from horror and they just do more mainstream things, I guess, stuff that's not as scary. But and this is only pretty recently, but yeah, Dark 5, if you go back to any of their stuff, I mean, I think the last one I saw that was actually kind of gave me chills a little bit was I think it was called The Lost Cosmonauts. Came out like a year ago. It was really good. The music fit very well with it, as did the video clips that they used. So that's the one I would recommend, is Dark 5. Who's better, me, Mr. Haunted, Being Scared, or Nightmare Files? Who's got the better voice? Okay, well, you got to take my name out of that list, because my name does not belong with those people. I am nowhere near vocally on the level of any of them. So my name, you're basically taking like a 5 Michelin star restaurant for all those guys is where they would be, and I would be like KFC. Okay, I don't belong in the same list. So as far as who's better out of them, I think it's a matter of opinion. But yeah, my name does not belong on the list with those guys, because they are like light years beyond anything I do. Zombified, do I know that you had a face reveal? I think you did that on that live stream. Am I right? Anzi, hi. Go subscribe to Raggedy Anzi. Can I follow your Instagram? What's on your Instagram? I'm kind of like getting a little wary of Instagram lately, because I get all kinds of weird things on Instagram now. But as long as it's not full of nudity and pictures of food, then I probably could. What's the worst story I've ever read? One that didn't make it on the channel. Something someone sent to me that was supposed to be a deep web story that involved children being harmed. That was probably the worst story I've ever read in terms of something I didn't want to read, and never made it to the channel.
What about on the opposite end of the spectrum?
Other opposite end of the spectrum was probably one that I honestly, again, someone else sent it to me. I couldn't even read it. There was no punctuation in the whole story, and it was I couldn't read it. So yeah, I just black the screen, get a drink, and come back. Yeah, I probably could. Fear Crawler, Darkness Prevails, Be Busta, or Four Warnings. Four Warnings, she's actually really good. Darkness Prevails, also really good. Be Busta, very, very good. Are you asking me to pick like who's the best out of them, you can't really compare because they all have something different that they do. And if you ever go to Four Warnings on her, whenever her and Mr. Reality do live streams, it's hilarious the way she goes off. It's so funny. She has got such a cool attitude. So I really can't. I really can't pick between them. Have I ever had trouble getting my channel monetized? It took me 3 years to get monetized. So yes, it was quite a bit of trouble. There's nothing on it, and you're trying to get followers. Well then, you're asking me to follow an Instagram that has nothing on it. Well then, there's nothing for me to look at. Does that make sense? I mean, I don't mind. It's just Instagram is about posting things. If you go to mine, it's just full of thumbnails and funny videos. But if I had to pick one, Being Scared, Mr. Haunted, or Nightmare Files, I can't pick because I like all of them and I respect them all greatly. So I really couldn't pick between any of them. I couldn't.
But you have to.
I couldn't though, because it would be like someone asking me to go over to my nieces and nephews and saying, pick your favorite. I can't do it.
But you okay, which one is your favorite niece and nephew? You have to pick.
But I can't.
But you have.
But I can't.
It's a life or death.
I'm gonna die then, I guess. I can't pick. If I had to pick a horror movie to live in, which would it be? I had to live in it, like I had to experience it. Probably the Amityville Horror. If I had to live in it, just because I really want to.
Good choice.
If you have to pick, just pick your nose. Only one can pick. See, now Creepy Clown Girl didn't like the new Halloween. Said the acting was terrible. Who's the scariest then between those three guys? I don't really rate horror channels in terms of scary, I guess. I rate them in terms of quality, you know? I mean, I don't know how you pick. I don't know how to I don't know how you would even say who's scarier. I mean, there's different people that have really cool voices, but in terms of picking somebody that is the scariest, I think that the story is probably what's scary, not the narrator narrating. They might bring something to it, but in terms of who's scariest, I don't know. Interesting question though. You would live in Saw because there's always an easy way to survive. Yeah, don't move, because whenever you move, there's always a chain that gets pulled that goes to a timer mechanism that basically just starts this Rube Goldberg device machine thing. I mean, honestly, now, why does Jigsaw have to make everything so darn complicated? And how much free time did that guy have on his hands when he was suffering from cancer to be building all that stuff?
Well, you gotta think he was suffering from cancer, and he was more than likely retired, so he didn't have anything better to do.
Man, he'd been sick all the time and weak, and I mean, he builds all these complex devices, but he still leaves everybody with like these really crappy TVs and micro cassette players. If you want to find out who Jigsaw is, look for the guy that's going to the thrift store buying up all their crappy TVs and micro cassette players. Bam, there's Jigsaw. We found him. He was over at Goodwill. I agree that scary can be subjective. I agree with you, Krista. Fear Crawler, go off camera for 5 seconds if I want to get a drink of water. You know what? I'm going to do that because I'm actually starting to cough. And while I do that, you're going to have to listen to Dismal Hero. Watch, I'm going to go dark. It's all on you, Dismal. I'll be right back.
Oh, Llama Arts is in here. Llama Arts, I love your stuff, man.
Llama Arts is a lady.
Oh, I love your stuff, ma'am.
Hang on a second.
My mistake.
Give me 1 second. As I cough and try not to die. Hey, listen. Llama arts. I love llama arts, but that's not llama arts.
Oh.
But yeah, I'll be back.
Well, all right. How's it going, guys? This is a good live stream with your boy Dismal Hero. Got some questions. Lay them on me. Put on the basket. Start singing. Good. Putting on the basket was obviously the biggest mistake I did. Hey, basket hero. Good. Hell yeah. That's what I like to hear, though. All right, cool. Yeah, I'll do it.
What did I miss?
I'll do it.
Did I miss something cool? All right. Basket Hero is back. And now I'm all sad because I thought Real Llama Arts was here, but I'm not falling for that.
It was just an imposter. Foamy the Squirrel. I would say I like the old Halloween series the most.
Start singing. I would, but my voice is cracking. Steven Seagal is a cop in real life. Steven Seagal claims that he was sworn in back 20 years ago. That may or may not be true, because if you look at the photos of when he was being sworn in, the photos are actually from the early 2000s, and he claims that it happened in 97. It's not that I'm calling him a liar. I'm going to say that he embellishes on things. He claimed that he studied Aikido under Mori Ueshiba in the 70s. Mori Ueshiba passed in 1969 when he was 86 years old. Steven Seagal never trained with him. He didn't go into Japan until 1971, 2 years after he passed away. Steven Seagal also claimed that he knew Bruce Lee, and they had conversations about his son Brandon, and saying that, you know, his son and my son Kentaro were the same age. Kentaro Seagal wasn't born until 1975. Bruce Lee passed away in 1973. I like Seagal, I really do, but he makes up a lot of things and he embellishes a lot, and that's where I really have a problem with him. He does some really cool stuff, and he is very accomplished in a lot of things, but there's a lot of times where he tells stories that aren't true. He also said he's known Jackie Chan for 40 years. The thing is that the first film that Jackie Chan did in America was The Big Brawl. That was in 1980, and I think that was Robert Klaus that directed that one. He didn't come back and film in America again until I think 85, when he shot The Protector, which was shot in New York City. And prior to that, who had ever heard of Jackie Chan, even after those two films? Those films didn't make any money. He wasn't popular. It wasn't until he did Rumble in the Bronx in 1995 that he had mainstream success in the United States of America. And he didn't even meet Steven Seagal until around 1998 or 1999. So again, sorry to go on a Steven Seagal rant, but he does make up a lot of things, and that's what bothers me. So take his cop credentials with a little grain of salt, maybe a little bit of pepper, and a shot of tequila.
Tequila is nasty.
How did they manage to use someone else's name? They just create fake channels. There's like 15 different swamp dwellers that keep going around and popping up. Same thing with corpse husbands. Always popping up in the swamp dweller streams. I can't talk. Actually, wouldn't know. I don't drink. I wasn't duped. I just checked. Fun fact: my dad has met and taught Dan Inosanto. Your dad met Dan Inosanto? That's cool. I love Dan Inosanto. The hell I don't what? The hell I don't drink? I don't drink. I never do. Never. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I've never done drugs in my life. I don't find any of those things interesting at all. Like, not even a little tiny bit. I live a very straight edge lifestyle, and I always have.
Maybe you should change your name to like XXXX straight XX fear ed XX crawler X.
Yeah,
X,
I'm just naturally drunk. Yeah.
Well, do it like all the other straight edge guys do. There we go.
Yep, just the 3 X's. Yeah, right before fear and then right after crawler. Mortis had a guy steal all his content. Well, that sucks. CM Punk on mic here. Hey, I respect him for that. Nice, Dismal. Nice. Yeah, like I said, I'll get personal with you guys for just a moment. I'll explain part of the reason why. Is that my father used to do a lot of those things. And he and my mom divorced when I was 6 months old. I didn't meet him until I was 14. I last saw him when I was 17, and he passed away when I was 32. So because of that, and knowing the type of person he became, and knowing that he had done all these other things in his life, and he didn't actually start getting out of it until quite a bit later, like when he was around middle-aged, it made me realize that if I kind of equated those things to making him be that type of person, and hearing stories from my mom about the type of person he was, it made me decide that I want to distance myself from that as much as I could. And so I never got into any of those things. And I honestly don't think I'm missing out, because when I look at people that have had a lot of alcohol or when they're high, and I see the stuff that they're going through, I see the changes in their face, their body, I see how awful they feel the next day. I tell myself that that's not something I want any part of. I mean, I eat pizza, I feel great. I drink a soft drink, I feel fine. I could have 10 root beers and be just fine to drive a car, you know? That type of stuff just, to me, was never interesting, and it never will be. So that's why I kind of got to that point, if that makes sense. And no, I'm never going to break edge or be bent edge, as they say when people like go and experiment. It just doesn't interest me. And it has nothing to do with like my religious choices either, because I didn't actually become a practicing Christian until about 6 years ago. Yes, Dark Narrator, I feel fine after pizza. But I have to limit it because I'm getting older, and pizza can, like, it can go to like it goes to your hips, you know what I'm saying? It goes to the thighs. Adds on a little bit of the old love handles around the midriff, you know what I'm saying? What's my opinion on anime? I love anime. Well, I love good anime. I'll put it that way.
What would be good anime?
If I have to give some of my favorites in no particular order, I'm going to say Lensman, Vampire Hunter D, probably the first Go-Go 13 film. I think it was called Go-Go 13, The Professional. Some of the series are really good, like Cowboy Bebop, I think, is a very good series. I liked, out of the entire series of Monster, I liked maybe like 15 of the episodes, and there's over 70. I felt that the rest were kind of like filler. But basically, the anime from like the 70s and 80s, I find, was better than the stuff that happened in like the 90s and 2000s. Because it just seemed to me that they were too short. I mean, like Blood, the Last Vampire was a very good film, but it's only like an hour long. And when you get to the end, you feel like you had a sandwich and someone just skipped on your dinner. And a lot of them started doing that. And so I think that there's some anime that is just absolute garbage. But good anime is mostly the stuff from the 80s and 70s.
Akira.
Akira is a terrific anime. Thank you very much for bringing that up. I own that on VHS and DVD. Naruto, no.
Dragon Ball Z.
I have a slight affinity for it, and at the same time, I hate it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the English dub series, which is pretty toned down. Because that was how a lot of people knew it, and this was back in the early 90s, mid 90s. But after discovering what the series actually really was, it kind of changed my opinion on quite a bit. Death Note, here's the thing. I actually started watching Death Note and I stopped. Because I really like the character L, but the character Light is annoying me so bad. And when you get about maybe 10 episodes in, the pace of the story just isn't as good, and there's extra characters in there that I think need to just kind of go away. I don't know. It felt like there was just a really hard shift in the tone and the writing about midway through, and I haven't gone back to it. It's been like a year since I've watched any of it. Unmask Myself? No.
What about, have you seen Hellsing? That's one of my favorites.
I have not.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's about a vampire going around killing other vampires and monsters and people, causing a bunch of ruckus. It's pretty all right.
Told me the squirrel is making cinnamon rolls. Well, send me some. I'll text you my P.O. box. Our son's a mod. Aren't you proud? Do I like Full Metal Alchemist? I've only seen maybe 2 episodes of it. Have I watched 7 Deadly Sins? No. Can I do a collab with Nightmare Files? We follow each other on Twitter, and he's a nice guy. We message back and forth sometimes. But he's also insanely busy because he collabs with a lot of people, and his channel is doing very well. And I don't want to do something that I would possibly slow his channel down, if that makes any sense. I don't approach people and say, hey, can you collab with me? It's usually something like, well, they'll come to me and they'll ask if I want to be involved in a collab, and I'll say yes. I usually don't. In fact, I don't think I ever have, with maybe the exception of Dismal. I don't think I've ever gone to somebody and asked them to collab with me. I usually wait for them to come to me. I think it works better that way, because then I don't feel like I'm bugging them. You know what I mean? Yes, I am. I'm very proud. But in Ronnie's channel, my hours got reset and my ranking got reset. So I'm nobody anymore. I finally reached over 100 hours and it reset. I had probably a very similar thing happening over on Dark Somnium's channel, where everything got reset for me too. I don't know why, but it did. Guys, we're probably going to wrap this up in about 10 minutes. So if you guys have any more questions, now's the time. Because this has actually been almost 3 hours of this. Can you believe that?
Is it really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Why did it take 3 years to get monetized? Well, I've had very slow growth. I could have monetized in 2016, 2017, and 2018. But in 2016, 17, and 18, YouTube changed their rules and requirements for monetization. The last one that took place in 2018, like very early, was that you had to have 4,000 hours of watch time within a year, within 1 calendar year, 4,000 hours of watch time, and you had to have 1,000 subscribers. By the time I hit 1,000 subscribers, which is in very early 2018, they changed that to 4,000 hours within a year. And at that point, I had like 2,000 hours of watch time. So every day that goes by, unless you're getting more views on top of that, your watch time hours are decreasing. And at the time, I was only uploading maybe once a week to once every 2 weeks. So yeah, it just took a really long time. I was like, this is never going to happen. Finally did though, but it took forever. My favorite TV show, Andy Griffith Show and Twilight Zone. Two vastly different shows, I know, but hey, you asked. Do you make a lot of money on YouTube? No. Who's the other guy that keeps popping up? That's Dismal Hero.
Yeah. So yeah, did you get a chance to play the Resident Evil 2 remake?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No.
Did you play the original?
The original one from 1998, yes.
Man, you should play the remake. The remake was legit.
I like I said, the last game I bought, I'm many years behind on video games. So the last game I purchased was, and this is only like a month ago, was Arkham Knight. So yeah, I'm really behind on video games. And part of that's because I didn't even get an Xbox One until like 4 months ago. Actually, I got it from my son, but he allows me to play it sometimes. I'm way behind on video games, and besides, there was a time when I actually liked to play games a lot, and now I really don't, because after I play a video game for like an hour, I feel really crappy. I get a headache, and I just feel really anxious, and I find that I can't sleep. So yeah, I really just try not to play as many video games anymore. And the Resident Evil games, I mean, I remember playing the original one back in 1996 on the PS1. And I think I'm still emotionally scarred from that one. Not just because of the bad acting, but because of the dog coming through the window.
Yes. Yes.
Scare the daylights out of me.
If you get the chance, play the new remake. It's absolutely incredible. Everybody's complaining though, like, oh, it's too hard.
Am I balding or do I have hair? Are you asking me or Dismal? Who's that question for? Is that for me? Hang on. Wait, do I have hair? Yeah. I have a lot of it, and it's actually long. Can you see that? Yeah, I have. My hair is actually quite shaggy.
Yes, please just show off your luscious locks of hair.
Hey, look. God made some very beautiful heads, and the ones that were misshapen got hair. I can't imagine you with hair. You look good with a shaved head.
Yeah, that's at least I can pull it off.
I have a weird shaped head, so if I ever start like thinning and I have to shave it, the hoodie's gonna have to stay on forever. I wouldn't know what else to do. I've got a weird shaped head. I've got one of those heads where like you feel a bump, and then next to the bump you find a dent. So you know that the dent is gonna make the bump look bigger.
I've got a divot.
Foamy, what's that? Okay, I gotta stop like leaving the chat and then coming back and reading like questions down, because I just see I want to rub it. And I don't know what the context is. I'm lost. I just had a thought, Fear Crawler. Has anyone ever told you that you remind them of? No, no one's ever told. No, Pokemon. No, you look. I'm assuming that you meant to write the word like Justin Bieber. No, no, I don't. I do not. Bald doesn't get girls though. I'm sure Dismal's getting the ladies. Actually, pretty much everyone that I grew up with that was shaving their head back when they weren't balding, they were getting all the girls. Some people just look good with shaved heads. I would not be one of them. Yes, it does. This shin does. Again, I have no idea what context that was. Women like hair, not bald. I guess it depends on the woman, I think.
Women like when you can spell too.
Oh. Oh, see, worldwide, now you're listen. Listen. You need to just kind of bring it down a notch. Will there be a face reveal? Okay, look. There's nothing under here that you would want to see. I'm sparing you by not showing you, okay? Dismal knows what I looked like. He spent 4 days screaming after we went out to eat because of what was under this mask. At the end of the night, I had to put it back on just so he could finish his dessert. I'm sorry, I just like women. Well, that's great. That's great. As far as your other question of what I like better, I don't know what to tell you there. Everyone's got their own preference. I don't know. I don't know what I could say in this moment to respond to that question that would put any value into your life, where you would say to yourself, now that I have that question answered, my life is at this level as opposed to this level, and I'm a better person for it. You know what I mean? I don't know that it would really give you anything to. Am I making sense? I don't know that it would really. I don't think it would really it wouldn't improve your quality of life, I guess. Can I please see your face? I believe you are handsome. Well, you would be wrong if you thought that, my friend. I am so not handsome. Well, just because you have hair doesn't mean you get chicks. Okay. I mean, again, I go back in the 1990s when all my friends were shaving their heads. Again, none of these guys were going bald or anything like that. They just like shaving their heads. It was a very popular thing then. These guys were beating the girls off with a stick. And at that time, my hair was probably down to here at that time. And I used to use really expensive like shampoos and conditioners because I liked my hair to look good. And I liked it to smell like coconuts. And in high school, I really didn't date much, to be honest with you. So I don't know that it's true that men with hair get more girls than men without. I guess it's, I don't know. I can only speak to my own personal experiences. You know what I mean? Fear Crawler probably scares the ladies away, not by his looks, but with his stories. Well, that's probably true. My stories are, well, I don't know that they're that scary. I mean, some of my stories are just disturbing. Oh, hey, Dismal, that story that you wrote, did you write the story called Let's Be Together Forever?
Which one was that?
That's the one where the guy's basically a stalker and he's writing it from his perspective, and her reactions to it are obviously of being appalled, but he's taking it like that they're like validation of what he's doing.
I did write that. I had one
That's a-
of my buddies helped me with that.
That was a really good story, and it was nice and long too. And then you had that hiatus, and I was scared because you didn't upload for like half a year, and I was scared. Krista responds. She says, "Not all women like hair. I know a lot of women who don't care about appearance and all that. It's 2019. People are tired of being so superficial." Every guy that I've ever met that's been like had like just was average looking, maybe even a little below average, always had a really pretty wife. And again, I can only speak from what I've seen where I live. I don't know what it's like where everyone else lives, but where I live and the things I've seen is that it just there. I don't know that there's a science to it. I really don't. If you don't sleep with your eyes closed, then you have an issue. You're gonna sleep with someone with your eyes closed. Do I write my own stories? If I write it, you'll see a little annotation in the description that says that I wrote it. I don't write all of them because that would be, for me, that'd be impossible because I guess if I give you an example, the story, the VHS, that one took 6 drafts to actually get finalized. And even then I still wasn't sure about it. So I don't write stories fast. I really don't. So it does take a long time. See, Horror Hive says you don't need hair to get girls. All you need is to cover yourself with honey and bees. He's right.
Well, it's 12:02.
Yes, it is.
I think I might get going.
All right. Yeah, we should probably wrap this up.
Ugh.
It's late. Am I going to do any hitchhiker stories? I did maybe like one video on hitchhiker stories and I didn't do any more after that. I have like one video of that. It's still up. You can still listen to it. It's still there. Roger, hi. You just want to say hello. Roger, you comment on a lot of my videos. Thank you for coming over.
Yes, Roger. Yes, I realized I recognized you from somewhere. Good to see you.
Roger's a cool dude. I like him.
Yeah, it's always nice to see Roger and I feel bad. I can't think of the other guy's name off the top of my head, but he's on like every video.
Is it Anthony McLeod?
No. Jerry Brogus, I think.
Hey, Worldwide, listen. There's a point where if you need to sometimes internalize things and not just put them into a chat, because I don't want the chat turning against you. You know what I mean? And you have to understand that a lot of these people go onto a lot of other streams and they're friends with a lot of other channels way bigger than mine. And I don't want people to like throw any hate towards you. So just kind of dial it back a little bit, please. I mean, for you, I don't want, I mean, it's not about what I'm seeing you write. I'm worried about what's going on. You know what I mean? So just kind of dial it back a little bit, please. And listen, everybody in the chat, I don't want you guys going and throwing any hate towards Worldwide or anything like that. Just, you know what I mean? Just let's just try to act like that. Let's just let that moment pass and just leave it at that, okay? Foamy says, glad I stepped by. Thanks for the fun. Channel Fear. Seriously, think about a radio stream. Maybe. Maybe. I might. Well, thank you for stopping by, Roger. I hope your night at work goes very, very well. Although it's probably night where you, it's probably not night where you live. It's probably daytime. I'm going to assume because I'm pretty sure you're not in the States. I think. I don't know. Maybe. Please do clown stories. I actually did. Again, it's on my channel. I have clown stories on. It's one of my oldest videos, but it's there. Jamie, I will answer your question in 2 clicks. Yeah, 7. See, I thought I knew you were. I had a feeling you were probably from overseas. 7 a.m. Oh, geez, that's too early to get up. Wait a second. I get up at 6 o'clock every morning. So what am I saying? Please do a collab with Horror Shorts Party. Again, Horror Shorts Party has messaged me multiple times, and might do a video of one of my stories. But Horror Shorts Party is also insanely busy. And Horror Shorts Party was doing a whole bunch of stuff from Nightmare Files, so I don't know where I am in the stack. So it's probably going to be a while because it also takes a really long time to animate those. Do a collab with Nightmare Files, yeah. And again, Nightmare Files, insanely busy guy. He's had tremendous success in a very short period of time. He's already pretty much booked up with stuff. I can guarantee that. He's a cool dude, don't get me wrong, but I don't want to throw stuff his way that is going to detract from his channel. Do you know what I mean? Dismal, final thoughts?
I don't know. I think it's pretty much wound down.
Yeah, I mean, we still got 23 people watching. That's pretty darn cool, I think. And do a collab with Llama. Llama Arts, I don't think that's ever going to happen. Again, way too busy. I don't think it's going to happen. Is Dismal mad at you? I can't speak for him.
No, of course. I'm not. I definitely am not mad at you. I don't really care what anybody says, honestly. Like, if you're gonna be online, like, you got to deal with people. I don't have sensitive feelings, so you can say whatever you'd like.
No, I'm not the man with the golden voice. The man with the golden voice is Vidith22, who you should check out. And yes, Dismal Hero does do narrations. He has a narration channel and he's got an Urbex channel. And if you go to the Urbex channel, you also find a video of him eating durian fruit.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So it's, is it Dismal or Dismal? It's Dismal. I think your voice is scarier than Nightmare Files. You think my voice is scary? My voice is supposed to be sexy. Nightmare Files just has a very commanding voice, but then again, I believe he's also ex-military, so that kind of makes sense. Yes, chat is still going, stream is still going, but it's winding down now. Everybody that hit the thumbs up, I appreciate that very much. Everybody that had a question, thank you so much for asking the question. If I missed your question, I'm really sorry about that. The chat was going kind of fast. I'm used to having 5 people here, not over 30. But I appreciate that.
All right, we doing this next week?
I hope so.
All right. I mean, I'm down.
All right. Then in that case, so am I. Anybody got a final question? Because otherwise we're just going to wrap up because it's already after midnight here. Going in 3, 2, 1. Nope. All right, guys. I appreciate everyone stopping by. Thank you guys so much. Dismal, final thoughts? Nope, he's got nothing.
I thought you turned it off.
Nope, I did not.
No final thoughts.
All right. Well, everyone, I guess until next time, take care, be safe, stay scared, subscribe to Dismal Hero. Actually, just go to his Urbex channel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, don't forget to put that in the chat so everyone can see that.
Oh, I did.
Unless you forgot what it is. Are you doing it now?
Yes, I am.
Okay, great. I didn't want to like. I just pulled up the others. I'm looking at the other monitor now, and I don't want to like turn it off in the middle. Like you're typing in, I just end the stream. I'm like, wow, if your crawler is a jerk tonight. Good?
Yep, good. Let's do it.
All right. Awesome. Okay. Good night, everyone. Thanks for stopping by. I love you all. Mwah. Later.
Adios.